for your own thing? How'd that work out?
Oh, I pitched it to them and they're like, let's just do music Discord. And I was like, oh, then I can just use all of YouTube. So I'm doing that now.
Wait, what?
Wow. They pretty much called you a moron, huh?
I guess.
Wait,
But
what
yeah,
happened?
in Discord you can get this bot and just do like hyphen play and then a YouTube link and it'll just
Oh,
play
yeah.
that for the Discord
Oh,
channel.
rhythm, yeah.
Of course, these fucking losers would know. Okay. Well, let us begin then. During the last session of Dragonfire, the group found themselves on the day of the new tournament that they had discovered, in which Cinder wasn't sure if he wanted to compete yet or not, and everyone talked him into it. Eric and Teak kind of disappeared together, being somewhat secretive, as Eric usually is, about what his plans are in the morning, and for the rest of the day, Gustav, Cinder, and Philia spent preparing for this tournament tonight, in which Cinder and Gustav did a little sparring to practice while Philia watched. After a fairly uneventful rest of the day, they made their way to this tournament at night and found themselves in an abandoned theater in the old theater district, in which there was a large wooden ring, fighting pit sort of ring in this stage of this old theater. Crowds of people. Cinder started stealing money immediately, and eventually they all started to get into their fights, and Gustav was on a winning streak. Unfortunately, Cinder had lost his first match, which is quite unfortunate for him, but Gustav made it all the way to the finals, in which he was facing off against Robyn Draerd, a character that the group had been looking for in regards to questioning him about the location of Susanna Wyvern Spear. They talked to him a little bit, but didn't get too much information out of him. And we are at the finals of the fighting tournament. Gustav versus Robyn Draerd. But before we get to that, Eric and Teak, you guys disappeared during the day, and Eric, you've essentially drawn Teak into your plan of trying to find and woo Susanna. So, I mean, at this point, not necessarily part of your plan, doesn't have to be, but you've at the very least taken Teak with you to try and make yourself look a little bit more noble for the day. So, I mean, we can kind of summarize this pretty quickly, but why don't you break down your plan for us, Eric? What have you done to prepare yourself to look classy and presentable to try and woo Susanna?
I don't know, nice haircut, fix up his clothes maybe, like buy some more clothes. Something just normal and decent looking instead of like his messy clothes that he's probably gotten from like being in weird situations with you guys. Sleeping outside.
Are you just making Teak watch, or are you going to try and rope her into your plan?
Yes.
your servant or something?
Yes, rope her into the plan. She will be fixed up and cleaned.
Wow. How much gold are you spending on all this?
Oh no, not like he's a fickle, not a fickle.
Wow, you're saying you're a cheapskate?
Yeah.
I will say Teak would resist being cleaned.
I'm sure she would. We haven't gotten there yet, but break it down for me, Eric. What kind of money are you spending on this charade?
I'm not spending like tons and tons of gold on this. Like, I don't even think it will cost that much. Clothes and like trims and things like, you know.
Well, nice clothes aren't cheap.
Damn it. What? Okay, so how much do you think it would cost?
That's what I'm trying to determine how fancy you're looking to be. Like, are you looking to look like royalty?
No, I'm not
or
trying to
just
look like royalty or like a noble. Like, I'm trying to look like just like presentable and nice.
Okay. I mean, pretty presentable. I don't know. After everything's said and done, the haircut, cleaning, getting you cleaned up, fairly nice clothes. I'd say 15 gold pieces, since you're not going full noble.
Okay,
So yeah,
15 gold pieces.
Teak's definitely going to have a Princess Diaries moment. So, so what are you doing with Teak then? What are you?
I don't know. I feel like she must have just tagged along because like Eric's always running around, and she's like, "No, Eric, you can't go by yourself," kind of thing. I don't think it was like part of his plan, but he's just gonna go with it.
Sure, but what are you going to do to Teak? What are you going to try and have done to Teak?
Well, she's gonna resist getting cleaned, so on the offshoot that Susanna likes clawed women. Yeah, it turns out Susanna's a lesbian. I don't know, like what could I get done without like Teak freaking out?
Just clip those nails.
I'm pretty sure Teak's going to freak out regardless, so the question is, do you push Teak to actually get it done, or do you just let her freak out?
I feel like the max I'm gonna be able to do without freaking Teak out is probably like buy her some clothes. Anything that's like better than her dirt rags.
But she likes her dirt rags.
Yeah, she can like them later. Teak has studded armor. Exactly, dirt rags. Okay, fine. Maybe just get like her armor cleaned up or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you like get her hair? Does she have her Princess Diaries moment with her her raggedy
get
hair?
Her hair brushed up.
She takes off the glasses.
He's gonna be like, yo, like she doesn't like being clean, but make it look like she has been cleaned.
Add makeup on top of the dirt.
Find some dirt-based makeup and put it on her dirt face. Oh my god, I don't have a... Wait, do I? Oh, I have a disguise self. I don't have it for other people.
Not yet, you don't. Teak, if they try and clean your hair, are you going to fight them or what?
They're not going to clean your hair. They're going to make it look like it's clean when it's not.
Well, Teak, if they tried to bring water to wash her hair, then she would start freaking out. But if they were just going to comb it, she would she wouldn't really know what exactly they're doing because it's not like she's had people to comb her hair before. And then once they do it, I think what's going to happen is she's going to be hissing like a cat.
Okay.
Very displeased, and Eric will have to restrain as her claws
I feel like Eric's gonna give her
whatever feature.
It's very important that we do this. You can go back to dumping your face in dirt afterwards. It's only for a short amount of time.
Teak is just gonna look at Eric with tortured eyes, hissing.
It's worth it. Trust me. And who knows, you might even like it.
Teak don't understand.
Don't you want to smell like beautiful flowers like Felia does?
Teak smell like beautiful dirt.
Dirt doesn't smell very beautiful to many people, Teak, just you. How about this? If you do this to me, I will let you go and take the nicest mud bath you will ever take right afterwards.
Teak will allow to have her hair. But she doesn't like it. But her hair can be brushed.
Okay. So yeah, like the person probably like stopped because you started hissing. They're like, "What the fuck?"
You know when people do that thing where they click and point to like think that's what Eric's gonna do and point to Teak when like they're done like she's done talking, like do it.
Sure. All
Channel.
right. Are you gonna
Patrick,
pay for?
Wouldn't Eric look more expensive if
Wouldn't
he had
Eric
a dirt
look
slave?
more expensive? No, he'd look more expensive if he had
He's
a
got
clean
a clean
slave.
servant. Okay, so are you gonna pay for Teak's stuff too, or are you gonna try and make Teak pay for it herself?
Depends on how expensive is this going to be. Oh, my connection is okay. Never mind, it's good.
Probably like 20 gold for the both of you, like not each, but 20 gold total.
Okay, I'll pay for it.
All right.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, you both can kind of mark down in your inventory that you've got a set of fine clothes. Like they're not extraordinary clothes, but they're pretty nice. Teak's got all the twigs and dirt and everything taken out of her hair. It looks a lot cleaner and combed and not so wild. And Eric's got like a nice new haircut and a shave. It's all slicked back or whatever.
Oh my god, just make sure that Teak's clothes are like tomboyish and not like full dressy. I think she'd kill herself if it was a dress.
Yeah, they're more like servant style clothes, so it's like a tunic or something, like a tunic and pants. Pretty like standard kind of squire stuff.
Yeah.
I like how they couldn't force Teak to wash herself, so they just tried to cover up her dirt with clean clothes.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Time to spray someone with perfume. Where's my elf gone with the perfume collection?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you guys, you spend most of the day, and even like some of the night getting all prepped up for this, but you haven't met up with the group yet, but as you arrive at this location, you find yourselves out on this kind of stage with this large fighting pit in the middle of it, and as you're getting there, you hear Londa call the names of Robyn, Iron Fist Droyard, and Gustav the Tree Smith to the ring for the finals, and you can see that there's people placing bets around at these different kind of finely dressed with some light armor that's all like enameled armor and stuff like that. These people are collecting bets.
I want to get a good look at the guy's face.
Whose face? Robyn's face?
At least like a little, like because he's far away, like a little squint just to see what he looks like.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, you can see shortly after they're called, there's a man about average height, kind of lanky and thin. It looks like he's like stumbling towards the ring. He's got, kind of short, clean black hair and no shirt on currently, but like a kind of like tabardish thing on the bottom half of his body, kind of like a weird like half robe type deal.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you see him and he's like stumbling into the ring, and shortly afterwards you see old Gustav stumble into the ring, and that's where we'll get started. Turn off the fun music. Oh, God. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. It's
Robyn transforms into a giant monster.
Yeah, apparently.
Why can I not hear the music? No, I can.
You're a moron.
Wait, can I? Isn't it playing? Oh, it's playing.
Is there any, like, stalls where you could buy fan merchandise of Goose stuff?
I would also like to buy fan
Unfortunately, not yet. There's no real stalls. You guys are in this place, and you see there's large crowds of people, and this is the finals, and people are, like, putting all sorts of money down on this fight. The bets is where the money's at, but there's no merchandise for poor Gustav.
I think Eric's gonna look over at Teak and then look over at Gustav like, let's cheer for him. Gustav!
Alright, after Eric cheers, Teak is just going to yell at top of her lungs, "Tree!"
Is this like a group moment?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you guys find yourselves anxiously waiting along with Philly and Cinder, even though they're not with you right now.
He's gonna say, wait, if that guy's here and he does know where Susanna is, she must be by herself. Let's go look.
Oh, you're gonna start looking around.
Building. Yeah.
Okay. You can roll me a perception check.
Perception. Come on! Teak, I could really use your eyes. Thank God. Why did you roll twice? You rolled a 10.
Whoop, I didn't mean to roll twice. So yeah, it's a 10.
Got excited for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, you guys look around, but you don't really see anyone who fits Susanna's specific description.
Can we, like, look through the building? Is it just, like, one big room, or is it, like, more than just, like...
Well, it's one large... It's a old abandoned theater, so essentially you guys are on the stage. There's a large curtain that's kind of old and raggedy and run down and deteriorating that is behind the stage where you saw Robyn and Gustav come out of. And then below the stage is the actual, like, auditorium area where there's these just old, like, run-down benches and stuff that are used for seats, like, knocked over, and the place is in pretty rough shape.
I think Eric's gonna, like, pat Teak, like, as in, like, follow me, and then he's gonna, like, start running towards where, like, Robyn came out of, like, that general area.
Okay, well, you start moving towards that area, and once you do, you see there's a couple of the people there that stop you.
Oh, I need to get through. I know one of the fighters.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Tree Man.
And what's he need to do backstage?
Isn't that where we all wait for him?
Hey, you can wait right out here.
I mean, my other friend should be back there too, right?
Look, I don't know about you or your friends. This is for fighters only.
I mean, are you sure?
The man has like a gobsmacked look on his face, and like what was turning into patience is now just turned into anger. He's like, yes, I am sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If my friends have come around, have you by chance seen them? There's a small, tiny lady. Then he's going to describe Cinder's appearance, and then he's going to describe Susanna's appearance. Have you seen any of these guys?
Oh yeah, the Athork was fighting in the ring earlier.
Yeah.
So quite a walloping.
Okay.
Sound like him.
It does, doesn't it? Did you see the rest of them?
Couldn't say. A lot of people around here.
Alright. Oh, time to keep looking, Teak. And then he'll like see if there's a way around or like another room or something that he can get to.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, Londa's announcing the finals essentially, and at this moment, as you're moving past to go find anything out about Susanna, the fight is pretty much starting. Gustav, you're in the ring with Robyn now, and he's just kind of stumbling around in front of you, looking a little strange. Are you
I guess
hyping yourself up?
I guess like at the end of the last session, we had done the whole made the better man win thing, and then we're about to start. So are we like going back a bit?
Yeah, pretty much, just for Eric and Teek's sake.
Right. Guess I'll walk up to him, extend my hand. May the better man win.
He kind of drunkenly reaches out and grabs your hand and shakes it a little bit. And just gives you a nod. It almost falls backwards.
I'll go back to my spot and, hop on each foot a couple times, try to limber up.
Okay. Yeah, the tensions are rising and you're limbering up, and within a few seconds you just hear Londa yell out fight, and the fight begins. Robyn is up first, and he's going to hold his action, so it's your turn.
Alright. As soon as I hear fight, I'm gonna rush forward with the left, but that's like a feint, and come in with the right.
Are you gonna try and attempt a feint attack, or
is there a thing called feint attack?
There's a feint skill that you can do. It's like a combat maneuver type thing.
But I would have to give up my punch attack to do that, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so it's a standard action to feint, and what you do is you make a bluff skill check. And then if you're successful in your feint, your next melee attack against the target doesn't allow them to use their dex bonus.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm still gonna do it, but not like the skill version.
Right,
so,
you're
like,
just gonna attack, pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah!
Is there music happening?
There is, yes.
Damn it.
Gustav, like, that's a warning shot.
Yeah, so you throw this big fist out of the way, and you can see Robyn kind of drunkenly stumbles to the side of your swing and almost falls over, but as he does, he centers himself, and for like this brief moment of clarity, you can see he like takes this kind of stance, and he's gonna come back at you.
At least I got a roll, fam.
And as he does, flap, his limp hand moves forward and turns into a fist and hits you across the face for 7 points of damage. His second attack, he attempts to use his other hand to hit you in the abdomen area, but it doesn't make contact. After you hit him in the face, you kind of manage to dodge.
Alright. Feeling the force of that blow. Oh, is it my turn? I was just assuming.
Yes, it's your turn.
I know that this is everything. So I'm gonna back on the one foot and do that double fist punch thing that I did against the previous lady. Whoop-ha!
That's pretty good. Unfortunately, Robyn sees your double fist coming and actually drunkenly falls down on the floor and avoids your attack. In which his retaliation will be him. So as he falls down to the ground, he's on the dirt, and he attempts to spin his legs up and like a cyclone above him as he gets back up. But you see this kind of weird contortion of his body coming, and you manage to avoid his attack. But he's back on his feet again. It's your turn.
Didn't expect it to go this long. Yeah, I'm just gonna bull rush him. Drop the shoulder and go in.
Like the actual skill bull rush, or
I didn't know all these things are actual skills.
yes.
No, just attack damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like he gets up and he's kind of drunkenly disoriented. He thought his attack would definitely land, and you run up and you just fucking like cold cock this guy in the face for some pretty hefty damage. Like you see, he's all drunken, stumbling around, and you hit him in the face, and he takes it, and it fucking, you can tell it hurts. He like tries to compose himself, almost falling down in his drunken stupor. Is that your turn, my friend?
Yeah, sorry, I'm done.
Alright. What's your armor class?
11.
Yeah, so like, he comes back after he's been hit in the face by this powerful attack. And tries to kind of use the kinetic energy that you just hit him in the face with to swing back around and do what you did with the sideways double punch. But you throw your arm up and just kind of deflect his blows. It's your turn, my friend.
Alright, I've just blocked his blows, and this is just flavor again. I'm gonna like grab his wrists and throw him on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. You block his attack and grab him by the wrist and just kind of flip him over. And he like lands on the ground on his back in kind of pain. And this time he's not even... He's like, you can see he's surprised by how well you're actually doing against him. He's definitely didn't expect it. And he gets up on like one foot and kind of uses the strength of his leg to push him up on one foot and then leap off of it and whack! Kick you across the face for 8 points of damage.
Unconscious.
As he falls back down to the ground. Unconscious, eh?
Ooh.
Yeah. He's like down on the ground, not sure exactly if you're still up or not, and kind of like drunkenly stumbles back up. And you can see he's pretty bruised up, pretty beaten, took some big hits there. And after like a few seconds of you not moving, I think it's silence in the crowd. And, like Eric and Philia and Teak and Cinder, you guys can all like feel the kind of tension in the air during this silence for a moment. And then after like a couple more seconds, you just hear people start cheering like, "Whoa! Yeah!" People just going like wild in the crowd, and people are like rushing in to the center of the ring to like escort Robyn out, and like Londa's in there and she has his hand up in the air, and it's like, the winner, Robyn, the Iron Fist Red, and all this stuff. And there's like a couple people coming in to drag old Gustav out of the ring and into the back. Philia, Cinder, you just saw your old pal lose in the finals.
We're gonna quickly help with the medicines.
Okay.
Where's the heal check? There we go.
Did you guys bet on this match? I can't remember.
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't think you did.
That would have been a risky investment.
Sure. Philly, you don't really manage to help too much, but they've got other people around looking to Gustav. It looks like he's pretty discombobulated after that kick to the head. And as you guys like rush into the back, you can hear out in the other room, Londa kind of speaking about the tournament and Robyn winning and his winnings and all this stuff. And at the end, she says, "We'll reconvene for the ceremony in about 20 minutes, once we can get the tree back on his feet. Please, in the meantime, enjoy yourselves and please indulge in the beverage as much as you wish." And you guys are kind of hearing this, and eventually you see Londa and Robyn make their way into the backstage and everything while you guys are with Gustav. People kind of following and cheering and things like that. But after everything kind of dies down, Robyn makes his way over to you guys, since you've had a bit of a conversational history with him. At this time, though, Eric and Teak, what are you guys up to? Are you guys... You're still trying to, like, sneak around looking for stuff, or what?
Yeah, we're sad. I'm sad that Gustav lost.
You're sad that Gustav lost.
Teak wonders vaguely if she needs to kill Robyn now, if that's how this works.
You must avenge Gustav.
You have to avenge him getting knocked out like that.
Yeah.
Teak, weren't you part of the tournament?
They asked Teak, but Teak do not understand why fight but no kill.
But it's for enjoyment.
Why?
Feel the thrill of it.
Also, Teak Claw considered weapon, but can't not get rid of Claw.
Ah, right. You ever tried gloves?
Teak is gonna nod.
You ever
They
tried
not
really
work.
big padded
Teak.
gloves?
No. Teak cannot try something like that yet.
I mean, I guess it's too late now anyway, the tournament's over. But I bet you could have kicked that guy's ass.
Teak will kick his ass.
Wait, why?
He hurt Gustav.
No, Teak, it's just for enjoyment. They were competing against each other.
But he punched him and kicked him across the face.
Yeah, but Gustav punched and kicked him too.
Yeah, Gustav's supposed to.
Yeah, so is that guy.
So you telling Teak they fight for fun?
Well, they fight for money, and then everybody else has fun watching them. It's really weird.
Teak maybe understands now. So Teak need not kill him?
Eric's gonna grin. Not yet. Just kidding, and then he's gonna run off to look for Suzanne again. Come on, Teak.
Teak will just nod, but be very confused, but she thinks she understands the concept of a tournament now a bit more.
Okay. So you guys are kind of still in the crowd looking around trying to find Susanna somewhere. Eric, Teak.
Yes, we are.
Did
Alright.
we find anything?
No, unfortunately not.
I want to roll a swim check to see if I can find.
Ow! My goodness. Okay. Well, I guess we'll jump back to old Philia and Cinder and Gustav. Just let that finish out. Okay.
How you feeling, Gustav?
Am I conscious now?
Yeah, I think after a couple minutes, you're back to consciousness.
Who do I see around me?
You see Cinder and Philia, and as your kind of eyes are blurry coming back to consciousness, you can see a figure approaching that looks to be like Robyn.
I'm feeling... Uh-oh. Sort of get ready for him to punch me again.
Sure. And he kind of stumbles up to you guys a little bit, and he's got his little beverage Jesus container, whatever you want to call it.
Are you drunk as well?
I might be. I very well might be. So yeah, he kind of is stumbling up to you guys a little bit. And as he sees your eyes kind of open, Gustav, he's like, "Hey there! You did quite well."
Thanks. You too, obviously.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting such a fight out of you. It's quite good.
Still can't really believe you beat all of us while drunk.
What do you mean?
What? Haven't you been drinking this whole time? Falling around all over the place?
So I've been drinking, but there's a difference between being drinking and being drunk, you know?
You know, I guess. Seem drunk to me.
Yeah, I pretty much am. He starts laughing.
Right, well, thanks for sticking around.
What do
We
you
get
mean?
I mean, how was the deal, right? You just stick with us till you sober up. We'll ask you more questions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that deal. Yeah, that's definitely why you're sticking around, not the money or anything, or the ceremony. You are correct, 100%.
What ceremony?
So it's your ceremony. That's what we're waiting for you. Just get back on your feet.
I lost though.
Oh, well, you get something for second place.
Not in the fights I'm used to.
Well, you see, this is a bit more of a tournament. They want return business, repeat customers. Only so many people that are good at fighting around the city. You walk away with nothing but a broken pride, then not likely you come back.
Right. Try to stand up. Well, where's this ceremony at then?
Be out near the ring. Oh, jeez. That's gonna turn into a real nasty one on your face.
Don't worry about it.
You almost had me in there. Yeah, put up quite a good fight.
Thanks, but could have fooled me. You're a hard read, Robyn.
Suppose so. And then, your friend's coming with you?
Think so, yeah. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
Aye, we'll be there.
Oh, good. Good.
I heard, taking Eric out there when I was in the ring. Sounds like they made it in alright.
TK? It's an interesting name.
Well, you know her or something.
Oh, can't say that I do.
Well, you'll meet her soon enough.
Interesting. Okay then, where shall we be going?
Yeah. Try to keep my balance as I make my way out to the ring.
Yeah.
Philia's gonna try to quote-unquote help Gustav keep face and touch him with fearful guise, so that all of the bruises and dirt go away. His hair goes back to normal. He looks very presentable now.
His hair goes back to normal, or his hair goes back to its original Pompadourian shape that you set it up on before it was...
It's a less comical and more of a professional hairstyle. He looks normal, or more normal.
Okay, so you what is it? What does it look like when you do this to him? What do you do?
Give him an old pat on the back. You're ready. Come on, let's go to the stage. As I pat up on the back and I wipe some of the dirt off, and while I'm doing all of that, I just it just starts transforming the entire figure, and he's fearful, guys.
Okay, Gustav. So you get a pat on the back. And, I mean, I guess you can't really see it, but Cinder, you can see it. It's all of a sudden he's kind of, pat on the back, and a second later it looks like he's all cleaned up and better, and, Robyn looks back to say something to him. He's like, what in it? What the hell is going on here?
Got something on my face.
No, that's the problem. You don't look like you got anything on your face. I'd recommend it not throwing magic around like that so easily if that's what you're doing.
What? I look back behind me at the two of them. What are you doing now?
It's just an illusion. It's kind of covering up all the dirt and stuff. You don't want to go in front of everybody with dirt and your hair, and then Philia's just gonna pat the hair again, fix everything up. Presentable.
No, I do want to look exactly like I was 5 minutes ago.
Philia's gonna look, are you sure there's gonna be people outside?
Yeah.
People seem like that. It'd be a real issue.
Now, see, thank you.
You're drawing lots of attention to yourself.
Philia's gonna look very disappointed and weary because why do people want to go outside looking like a mess? But sure. Just gonna be Ophelia's gonna look very hesitant as she's gonna be like, fine, and she's just gonna like wave everything away, and then he's gonna look exactly like he was before.
Okay.
Am I alright now?
Ophelia's gonna like prestidigitize like a rag and like try to like wipe off the dirt and stuff, and like use some honey to fix the hair again.
Wow.
I'm just gonna try to shove her off.
Good lord. She's got your own personal stylist here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Philia, but the three of us, after this is all over, we need to have a talk, alright?
Wait, which three of us? Talking about the three you use.
Yeah. Sorry,
That's a
Robyn,
little
not.
awkward.
It will wait till after our business is done.
Interesting. Well, I suppose to each their own then. Do what you got to do. Well, yeah, let's get this over with. And, kind of walk through the curtain as you do. You, like, Robyn grabs your arm and hoists, like, your arm in the air with his. And, people are all, like, outside cheering and stuff like that. And you see, like, there's a bunch of money exchanging hands, like, people collecting on their bets and everything like that. And, you can see, like, there's, like, a couple, like, wooden crates kind of stacked up in the middle of the ring. And they're nothing, like, too special or anything like that, but, you see Londa's, like, waiting in there, and she kind of waves you guys into the ring. And, has you guys get on top of these boxes, and, she's just kind of standing there waiting for the crowd to like die down a little bit until she starts speaking, and eventually she does. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It has been my great honor to host once again this event. I am glad you all had a good time, and everyone seems to have really enjoyed themselves this time. And I can't thank the fighters enough for what they've done. It's been quite an impressive tournament this time. And I hope we can do it again soon. But without further ado, I would like to present the rewards to our finalists. For our second place winner is Gustav the Tree Smith. Everyone, please give him a round of applause. And, you know, people start cheering and clapping their hands together and stuff like that. You can see
he's gonna shout, "The tree!"
Yeah.
As loud as she can again.
You can see Gustav, like, there's a couple people in the audience that are giving you, like, the stink eye that probably lost money and betting on you or something like that, but for the most part, there's, like, a decent amount of people cheering and still excited about everything that happened.
Nice.
Ophelia's gonna prestidigitation a party popper and like,
Dear Lord. In all the chaos, nobody really notices, but yeah, you got yourself a party popper and it goes off. Yeah, eventually, you know, the cheering dies down and Londa grabs your arm and raises it in the air and all that stuff, and then eventually she pulls out like a separate sack and hands it to you, and she's like, for putting on a good show and putting in the work that you have, Gustav, I reward you with 200 gold pieces. Please do with them as you wish.
Bloody hell. I just stare in disbelief at the huge sack of money I just got.
Yeah, she puts it in your hands and kind of clasps them together, and as she does, she says, You did very good tonight. Please, if you ever wish to come back and fight again, do not hesitate to let me know. You have really spiced up the tournament.
Thanks, I will.
And then, people start cheering again and everything, and then she walks over to Robyn afterwards and throws his arm there and is like, and for our final winner, Robyn the Iron Fist Thread. People start cheering and going wild and throwing stuff in the air. And, eventually all that dies down and she pulls out another sack of gold, even larger than the one that you had. And it's like, as promised, the winner of the tournament this year is Robyn, and he takes home with him 1,000 gold pieces. And on top of that, a special little keepsake from me. And you can see there's like a little strange item in the bag that's kind of like moving around in there, and she hands it to him and throws his arm up in the air again, and people start cheering, and after it kind of dies down, Londa's just like, once again, I want to thank everyone for coming. We'll do this again soon, and you're all welcome back. But please, the fight is over, but the night is not. Enjoy the beverages and have a good time. And she just kind of does like a little curtsy bow and walks off the stage towards the back, kind of leaving you guys to do what you will.
Teak is going to immediately abandon Eric and try to run up to the front to see stuff in them.
Yeah, you scurry away from Eric and run up to the pit, and you can see Cinder and Philia and Gustav all there, as well as this Robyn guy.
And as she approaches, she's gonna be like, guys, Teak, get it? Teak, not kill.
Does Teak look like?
Oh yes, yeah. Teak's a little bit cleaned up, like her hair's straightened out. It doesn't have all like twigs and leaves and dirt in it and stuff, and she's got like a little bit nicer clothes on for once. Yeah, she looks a bit cleaned up.
Is her face also clean?
Is her face clean?
Yes.
No.
Not right. Not really. Like, probably not as dirty as it was, but there's still like dirt on it and stuff.
Leah's gonna look over really impressed and be like, Teak, I love what you've done. And she's just gonna quickly prestidigitation the dirt off her face.
Murder.
Does this tickle or anything? The prestidigitation? She's lifting the dirt that has been on skin for many, many days.
It just vanishes.
Probably you could probably tell like a little bit, but
Teak is going to wrinkle her nose as she feels the dirt disappear. And after Philia does that, she's going to look betrayed. And then she's going to lay down on the ground. No, then Teak she face plants into the ground and rubs some dirt back on, and she feels like she's sufficiently covered enough on her face.
Philia's gonna look really sad because no one wants her services today, and all she wants to do is help.
It's sad.
Just draws attention, alright, Philia? Where's Eric to take?
Eric is... before Teak answers that, Eric, did you tell me to, Like, does Teak know she's supposed to be keeping this plan a secret?
There was no plan. Like, I don't think he's even like said it out loud, like what he's doing.
Okay, so Eric is out there looking, and then Teak's gonna like kind of confused as she tries to think of a word. Eric have no dirt. He is out there. And then Teak is just gonna kind of pause again. Eric out there. Teak was supposed to be servant. And then Teak's just gonna shrug. She has no idea what he's doing. She just left him.
Servant? What? Well, come on, let's go find him then.
And without introducing herself, Teak is gonna smell Robyn.
Yeah, Robin's still kind of like standing there doing his own thing. Come up and smell him. He's like, what in the hell? Who exactly
That was
are
a
you?
damn good sniff.
Yeah, you get a scent of him. There's a strong scent of booze that almost masks everything else. But he just looks weirded out by you, and it's just like, what the hell? Who the hell are you?
That's Teak.
Oh, you're taken.
Yeah.
You say, there's something wrong with her. She don't talk.
She's not best in more social settings, no. But we have one more for you to meet. You just gotta find him first.
Oh, I see. She alright,
Yeah, she's fine.
she's not gonna attack me or anything.
Not unless you do something to provoke her now.
Looks strange.
She looks fine, alright.
Teak's gonna turn around and she's gonna stare Robyn dead in the eyes, and she's gonna say, "Do not worry, Teak understand. Teak knows. Teak don't need to kill anymore." She's gonna turn back around, just act like she said nothing weird because she doesn't know that was weird to say.
Yeah, he slightly turns his head to the side and like looks at Gustav like, you sure about this?
Yeah,
Okay, well, whatever you say. For now. Can't wait to meet the last one of your friends.
darker haired fella about your height.
Uh-huh.
Might be well dressed looking at Teak here.
See? Well, that's fine by me. I'll just be over here drinking, waiting for you. You do what you got to do.
Well, alright, I'll go look. The rest of you stay with Robyn then.
So you mean it's supposed to be babysitters or something?
Well, just the whole reason we came here was to get information from you, right? So,
Alright, fair enough.
I go up looking for Eric.
Teak is going to saddle right next to Robyn and be obviously
Wait,
looking
I'll just be like 5
out of the
seconds.
corner.
Okay, so you're just sitting next to him, staring at him pretty much.
Yeah, like almost as if Teak maybe knows that it's impolite to blatantly stare, but she's not very good at hiding the fact that she's staring, so she's very obviously just staring at him like out of the corner of her eye.
Sure. Yeah, you can see it. He's just like kind of looking back to you out of the corner of his eye as he drinks from his little mug thing. It's like
How
little,
crowded is the space we are in right now?
I mean, it's not like incredibly dense. Like a lot of people have kind of dispersed after they maybe lost money or stuff like that, but there's still people around. Decent amount. Any particular reason for that?
Philia's gonna play with Pip.
Okay. You pull out a duck and start playing with it.
Let's sing a song, Pip! Hey!
Oh my god. You start singing with Pip, and like, Robyn looks at you, looks to Teak, and then, like, looks down at his little, like, gourd or whatever it is, his little drink thing, and he's like, he looks back up at you guys and is like, what the hell is this? Is this really happening right now? This is a real thing. I'm just not imagining this.
Don't worry, it's just Pip. As Philia will let Pip introduce herself.
Yeah, Pip kind of waddles out from stopping his or her dance routine and is whack, whack, whack. And Robyn just sits there staring and just takes a huge swig and he's like, either I've had too much of this or not enough. So I'm going to get more. He kind of stumbles back to his feet and walks over to one of the kegs.
He follows him, whatever he does. She's just lurking behind him.
Alright, so you're just following him.
Me and Pip continue.
Alright. Cinder, what the fuck are you doing, you bizarre weird man?
Cinder's not doing anything weird. He's just kind of probably leaning up against the wall, watching this all unfold.
Okay. Gustav, after like a couple minutes, you find Eric in the crowd.
Oh, Eric.
Gustav, you're up on your feet faster than I thought you'd be.
Yeah, well, I had some help. Speaking of which, we found Robyn, so hopefully he'll be able to help us find Susanna. But he doesn't seem to know who she is right now. I think it's just because he's drunk.
He could be lying, right?
Oh, could be. I don't think he is, though.
Wait, does he not know who she is, or?
Well, he might not, but we just want to make sure that this Robyn doesn't know.
Huh.
Anyway, they were over
Have you seen
by...
Teak anywhere?
Yeah, she's with us.
Oh. Right.
Come on, I'll take you to him.
As he's like walking after like Gustav, he's gonna like poke him like random spots. Like, does this hurt? How about this? Does this hurt now?
No,
Terrible human being.
no, yeah, no,
He's
yeah.
gonna go back to the part that hurts. Like, oh damn, you really need some rest, don't you?
I need you to stop poking me is what I need.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, and as you guys are like walking back to the group, you can see Robyn's at like the keg, and Teak is just standing behind him, like staring at him. And every once in a while, he glances back as he like is filling it up.
Remember, Teak, no killing.
Excuse me there, miss. Is there something I can help you with?
Is he speaking to Teak?
Uh-huh.
Teak is gonna look around for another lady. He's speaking to.
I'm talking to you. Right there. Teak.
Oh. Well, Gustav Teak stay with you, so Teak stay with you. She's gonna say it as if it's the most simple thing in the world.
I understand I'm a pretty man, but there's no need to stand quite so close to me. Just get into the drink is all.
How pretty is this man?
How pretty's Robyn?
Yeah.
He's a fairly handsome dude.
Huh.
He's, he's pretty well kept and he's a fighter, so he's pretty lean and mean.
I think Eric's gonna stare at him for a second and then stare at Gustav and Cinder and maybe try and poke Gustav's arms to see how muscly Gustav is.
What now?
Nothing. You're way better than that guy.
When you say that guy, do you point at anyone?
So he's gonna look right at Robyn.
Well, he did win, Eric.
You probably went easy on him.
I can tell you that's not entirely true. Look, let's just get out of here, find somewhere more private, alright?
Alright.
Oh, you're taking me out, are you? Where are we going?
Well, I was thinking we would go back to our tavern. Maybe you could sleep it off, and in the morning you could tell us anything you might remember about Susanna.
Well, let me just break this down in my head. I just beat you in a fight, won a bunch of money, drunk. You want me to follow you and your 4 friends back to your tavern, where I'm supposed to go to sleep with all my belongings, and then in the morning we'll talk.
Right, yeah.
Sounds
Eric's gonna
an
start
odd
laughing.
bit suspicious, doesn't it?
What, you think we're gonna try and pinch your stuff?
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, what we're trying to get's a little more important than money.
Is it? Because your half-orc friend there is awful shysty looking. Just look at him lean up against the wall. Hasn't said a word.
That's just how he looks.
Yeah, I think there's a reason he looks like that. Don't you?
Oi,
Yeah,
Cinder,
it's called his parents.
come over here.
Saunter over.
Did you give your word to Robyn that you won't pinch his stuff?
Did I give my word to Robyn?
No, would you?
Or would I?
Yeah.
I shan't pinch your stuff.
Look, appreciate the gesture, but people's words ain't good for much these days. And on top of that, you got this lady breathing down my neck. It's just a mite uncomfortable. Usually, women are only this close to me if they're trying to get a little personal in a different way. You understand?
Teak doesn't understand.
What, Teak? I could spell it out for you.
No, we don't need to be going on about that. Look, what were you going to do after the fight then?
What do you mean? What's I gonna do? Is I gonna get some drinks?
What, more
Enjoy
drinks?
myself. Yes, I put on a fight. What else would I do? It's time to celebrate. Put the money to good use.
Well, how about we follow you seeking friends.
I mean, regardless of whether or not we're following him, it's still 4 of us against him. He's gonna think we're being dodgy no matter what we do.
4 of you? I can't fight.
Look, how do we prove to you that we're not trying to rob your thing?
I couldn't tell you, to be quite honest. The whole thing's very suspect. You come here looking for me, fighting, all this stuff. It's a bit strange, don't you think?
Do you trust Londa?
Londa? I just don't know her too well. Can't say that I distrust her or anything.
We could just talk there if he really wants to.
Talk where?
Look,
I just won a tournament and it's late at night. You think I'm going to go over to a closed blacksmith shop and talk to a bunch of weirdos?
Philia, seeing the conversation's gonna stop singing and with Pip, and she's gonna pick him up and like walk over. What's happening over here, guys?
Well, your friends are trying to rob me blind of all my money.
She's gonna immediately look to Cinder. What did you do?
Aha! I told you there's something shisty about that one. Even she knows it.
But he gave you his word.
What the hell good is a word of a thief?
you know, he hasn't robbed anything since we've been here.
How can you be so sure? How do you know he hasn't robbed you? Maybe he's just that good.
What do you say that Pip is gonna be like?
Pip knows he's not that good.
Philia's just gonna put a hand on Pip's head to be like, not now.
Look, what we're trying to do is more important than money, and time is of the essence. I understand that it's a weird request, and I hate to ruin your night of triumph and all that, but please try and understand that this is very important, alright?
Eric's just gonna nod. Gustav, you're so pleasant.
Thanks.
Okay, well, what exactly do you suggest then?
Well, you don't like our suggestion. So why don't you try
That's
and suggest
true.
something?
What do I suggest? I suggest you all find someone else to pin your troubles on. That's what I suggest.
Unfortunately, we only have one lead, and that lead is someone with your name and your description, friend.
Well,
I
I'm
mean-
afraid I can't help you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you all.
You know, it's not gonna be us. Someone will definitely come and find you. And
Huh?
I don't think they'll ask.
I see. Well, that sounds like a threat.
That's not a threat. Tons of people want to do this job.
Tons of people want to do which job?
He's gonna look over at Gustav. You've told him we're looking for Susanna, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Susanna girl. We're back to this again. What you want to know about Susanna?
Isn't Susanna your lady friend?
I have plenty of lady friends, but don't know any Susanna. Well, I know of Susanna Wyvenspear, but I don't know Susanna Wyvenspear.
Have you ever seen Susanna Wyvenspear?
Oh, plenty of people have seen Susanna Wyvenspear. I've seen her before.
And she's not one of your lady friends then?
Not one of my lady friends.
What's that? Sense motive check.
Go for it.
Wait, what was the Garden Keep's name?
Fuck it.
Oh, yes. Everyone's rolled terribly on this, man.
Question, what's the Garden Keep's name? Or what was their name?
The Garden Keep?
The person that knew the most about the relationship and what things were happening.
Yeah, I have it here
This
somewhere.
stable boy or something.
Yeah.
is the stable hand.
That we were going to question, but we never got around to because we ran to a fire.
Did you guys get his name? I'm trying to remember.
We
I
got-
think the dad gave it to us.
Yeah, we got his
The
name.
dad gave it to us.
It's in my sheet somewhere, but I don't have it right now.
Can I just ask him?
Hargear.
Hargear.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
I mean, that's it. But it's up to
Would-
you guys whether or not you remember that stuff. You want to write it down.
Would you know of a Hardgear?
Hargear. Never heard of him.
He's the one who told us he saw you sneaking around the Wyvern Spear stables.
As he says that, I am gonna finally sense motive on it. No. No. No.
He's
No.
unreadable.
No.
He's just he's too all over the place between his drinking and
I have a
craziness.
+7.
Hargear, nah. Can't say I've heard of him.
That's weird, because he seems to know you.
Well, I'm sure lots of people know lots of people that don't actually know.
No, he seems to know that you've been sneaking off with Susanna.
Well, anyone can say anything they want. Doesn't mean it's true.
If he believes it, and she disappears for good, people are going to come after you, not us.
Right?
Well, Maybe
Why
I
would
pay a
they-
visit to old Hargear first.
Why would they send us after you? Who were you to them?
I've already told you this. I don't know. I don't know who I am to them. I guess an easy target to pin it on.
But why would they even know your name? Until we've sorted this out, I'm afraid you're still our best bet.
The Iron Fist. They know my name around the city. Can't say I have the best reputation, but I have some sort of reputation.
Well, if you have many lady friend, or any lady friend also rich like Susanna?
Well, that's a good question. Don't think so.
Eric's going to turn to Gustav like, if he's telling the truth, and we don't have any proof to clear his name, what's going to happen to this guy?
Don't really know, but if we don't get nothing from Robyn here, what do we do then?
We have to go to Hargear.
Argia gave us Robyn.
Because he
We
would.
never
That would
talked
mean.
to Hardgear.
Actually, that would mean Hargear give false information, thus making
That
Hargear
depends on whether or
suspect.
not if Robyn is lying or not.
You know what? None of us have a good read on Robyn, so we can't really assume that he's lying. Or at least
Right.
we can't say that he's lying definitively.
But
So we're saying
why?
lying or not.
Why would they give us Robyn? That's the question we don't have.
What if
Yeah,
it's
that's a question
station-
that I would like to know the answer to as well.
The thing is, if they've given us Robyn's name, that means if they outright lied to us, it means they're trying to cover something up.
Or the stable
Oh.
boys going out with Susanna.
Sounds like you all have got your hands full. Pleasant night to you.
Wait, hang on.
What is it?
You're clearly involved in this somehow, Robyn, and you didn't know about it till now, which means you might be in some sort of trouble. If you can help us find who really took Susanna, we'll share some of the reward with you, alright? And you'll get your name cleared.
A word, eh?
Ooh. I'm sure the
What kind of
Wyvern said
reward
would
are
love
you
that.
talking about?
I mean, it's 1,000 gold to be split among the 5 of us, so a sixth of that would be yours at least, but you would also get your name cleared and you'd get on the good side of the captain of the guard himself.
Oh, Captain of the Guard, eh?
I mean, if if he really has to go, we should probably just leave him. We can probably do it ourselves, right?
No. Eric, we have no other leads.
You know, your friend Eric does make a good point, because if you're doing it anyways, then you clear my name. I don't have to put in an ounce of effort.
We could probably just...
You're clearly a good fighter, and from what we hear, Susanna is as well, so Tucker might have been a good fighter themselves, right? We would love to have you on our side, is all I'm saying.
Make me a diplomacy check there, Gustav.
Oh no.
What?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Well, I'm a bit of a fighter, I suppose. They make a very convincing argument. Alright. I suppose I could do something for you.
Thanks.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I know Susanna.
What? Oh, you said you didn't.
Guys, we suck at our job. We can't tell if someone's lying. We roll too low.
But is Susanna only one of the many lady friends?
Oh, Susanna was my main lady friend for quite a time. But there came a point where Susanna didn't want to see me so much anymore. I think she wasn't satisfied with the man that I was becoming. I'll be truthful with you. I was trying to win this tournament to get some money to turn things around and prove to Susanna that I could be the man that she always thought I was. But, then this kind of ordeal happened. She's gone missing. Hargir, he's seen me a few times before, but maybe he gave you my name because that's the only thing he thought of her. That bastard knows more than he's letting on. So we square. I was gonna go leave you and find Hagar myself, but I suppose if we're all working together, it doesn't hurt to tell you these things.
I certainly think we should stick together, and maybe if we end up rescuing Susanna, she will see the man you really are. Yeah?
Well, that's what I hope. You know, Susanna's had a lot of troubles with her family, but at the end of the day, as much as I dislike her parents for their dislike of me, I think they only want the best for her. I don't think it's them. There's something else going on around here. But I don't know exactly what it is.
I think we need to have a word with Lord Rivenspare. And
What
let
are
him
you
know.
asking to get from him?
Teak think we need to talk to Hardier first.
I mean, they're clearly just gonna assume it's Robyn, and we can't have that.
No,
Yes, so Teak think we need truth from Stable Boy.
Well, I mean, all he said was that he saw Robyn there. Like, I'm sure you were there, Robyn, so then it weren't exactly lying, right?
I mean, I was there at some point. Don't know when he said he saw me last, but it's been a decent amount of time.
If we do go back to confront the Wyvern Spears, I think maybe you should hang back for that, Robyn. I'm worried they might, jump the gun. Yeah.
Oh, I don't plan on going anywhere near the Wyvern Spear estate if you're just going to walk in there and meet with them. I was going to take a little bit more of a subtle approach myself and find Hoggear somewhere less dangerous. You understand my meaning?
Does he live on the estate?
Pretty sure he does. But he's got to leave at some point. I've got time.
Well, Susanna might not.
Yeah, well, now that I know they're hiring you, or people like you, it must be more serious than I thought. I thought maybe she just finally had enough, but I guess not.
What if some of us go with Robyn, some go to Wyvern Spear?
Suppose we could. Time is a factor. We can cover more ground that way. So, Robyn, where were you gonna head?
Well, I don't rightly know anymore.
Where's Susanna's favorite place when she want run away?
Well, usually we find some place to stay, but if you're talking about one of her favourite places in town, it'd probably be the Sparkling Moon Inn.
Okay, maybe we check there. Maybe Susanna go there first.
I mean, I've checked there recently to see if she was about, trying to figure out if she is still in town, but we could check again. I have no issues with that. Also gives me a chance to stock up on some more alcohol.
We changing lodgings then?
What
Well,
do
you
you
pay
mean?
for hers.
Well, some of us could head to this Sparkling Moon Inn, while the others head back to Erda's. And then in the morning, the Erda team will go to the Wyvern Spears, while Robyn and some others take to the streets and see what they can find.
Sounds good.
I think, Robyn, you should take Cinder and Teak. They're the best at finding stuff.
Cinder and TK. Take the one that wants me gold, and the other one that wants me.
Why
Interesting
don't you
logic.
Celia and
Teak
Cinder?
don't understand.
What do you mean, Teak? What don't you understand?
What? Why you imply Teak want you? Teak don't want kill you. Teak say that.
Well, I didn't say kill, but it's either kill or something else. At this point, why are you
Teak's not one of
staring at me?
those.
What something else? Teak is gonna look very, very
Like,
confused.
like, Teak's not like that. She's a little bit different, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I've noticed that she's quite different. Quite different indeed.
Teak can go with Robyn because Teak good at smelling.
Well, that says it all. That's the answer right there.
Well, Teak, you were in a room, right? You think you can pick up on a perfume or something?
Susanna room had many perfume. It hard for Teak to really smell Susanna herself. Teak can maybe, if Susanna had favorite room, or if Robyn have something of Susanna that may be not covered in rich people perfume, Teak maybe smell that.
Interesting.
And like you said, Cinder's a shifty type, but if you're trying to sneak around, get some information, I think you'd be great at that, right, Cinder?
Aye.
Teak think maybe it be Teak and you, Gustav, because Robyn here like you. He know like Teak or Cinder.
I don't know. That seems a little bit harsh. Cinder, true. Don't like him. You're just strange. But I could grow to like you.
Teak will then slowly and awkwardly smile.
I feel like I'd like Gustav to go to the Wyvern Spears.
I mean, I'm not particularly useful in either group, yeah. I only have one real talent.
Do not say that. You are the tree.
Thanks, Teak. If you haven't guessed, Teak's the one who gave me my name for the tournament.
I hadn't guessed.
I see. Yeah, I guess that's what makes sense, wouldn't it?
She likes trees.
Trees are a wonderful thing. Alright, well, seems like you all have quite an issue making up your minds, so what's it going to be then?
Teak go with you for sure.
Why don't you
We
take
do
Celia
not
with you
know
as well?
who's second.
I mean, no offense, Philia, but I think you kind of attract attention, yeah?
Oh, she certainly does. She's a interesting character, that one. You know, Teak is weird in one way. That one's just weird in another. Doesn't quite seem to understand anything that's going on here.
I think as far as abilities go and having Cinder go with you is our best bet, but I can
Good Lord in
understand.
heaven. Okay, great. Cinder! Teak! Let's go. I'm sick of this. We've been talking for 20 minutes about who's going where. You all five need to learn how to make up your minds. If you want to do this shit, get it done. Cinder?
Teak will just wave and then basically be in Robyn's shadow. She puddles up behind him. She kind of has an issue with personal space. It's not her fault.
Here's I've got my own personal shadow. Cinder, you coming? You there, my friend?
Oh, I'm here.
Great. Why don't you drag your sorry ass out of that corner and let's be on our way.
Right, we'll meet you at the Sparkling Moon tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? You mean like I'm stuck with these fools for an entire day?
They're nice.
Sunset then.
I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick here. Fine, sunset. Tomorrow night, whatever you want.
See you then. Good luck.
Eh. Starts walking away.
And Teak follows.
I think
Waving
Eric's gonna
to them,
go
she
back to
goes.
Gustav. I think we need to go. I need to go back to Erda's for a second too.
Right, well, that's where we're heading. It's real late. I don't think we're heading to the Wyvern Spears now. Bloody hell. I scratched the back of my head. Not exactly used to calling the shots, yeah?
You're doing a great job.
I hope so.
I did get a makeover for nothing.
It's sad.
Right, let's head back to Erda's then. Get some sleep, and then 3 of us will head over to the Wyvern Spears.
Okay. I just want to check something in the kitchen with Erda.
I mean, that's alright. We're heading there anyway.
Okay.
You see, that thing that flew out of the staff, it went straight through a thing. I just want to see what was on the other end, you know?
Just make sure you're well rested for tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. It'll be fast.
So you guys make your way back to the Iron Candle. Meanwhile, Teak, Cinder, and Robyn make their way to the Sparkling Moon Inn. What does it look like as you guys just walk down the street? Like, Teak is glued to Robyn, walking uncomfortably close behind him. What is Cinder doing?
Cinder's just like walking behind, but his mind, he's kind of in a different spot at the moment. He's kind of like pulling out the deck every now and then and just kind of like cutting it in between his fingers and stuff.
Awfully quiet back there, Cinder. Not much to say when it comes to your group's decisions there, eh?
Oh. When you've been around that group long enough, you kind of know those kind of things take a little bit of time.
Well, to me it looks like they could use someone to try and move them about their way a bit faster. That Gustav and Eric are like two rams hitting heads over and over again for almost no reason, seemingly. Take what do you make of it?
Teak is just gonna shrug. Teak. Hey, Teak friend. Teak will go with them. And then she's just kind of shrug. Teak used to taking orders.
Ever the conversationalist.
Teak's pretty good like that. She just goes along with it.
I say that. And what's your excuse, sir?
Oh. Mine's a bit elsewhere at the moment.
Your mind.
So,
The
I
mind's
guess-
not on the job.
oh, it's on the job. But it just doesn't have time to be worried about the small things. Like deciding who's gonna go with who.
Interesting. Very interesting. What's got you so distracted? Besides that deck of cards you keep playing with.
Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you knew what you could do, and then you did something else completely different? Surprised yourself, I guess, and then wondered how the fuck you did it?
Well, considering that I just got drunk and beat a bunch of giants up, yeah, had it happen a few times.
Yeah, well, something like that happened, I suppose.
It's not a fact. Yeah, there comes a point in life where sometimes you just realise that you can do more than you thought you could.
Yeah. Trouble is, I don't know what exactly it means.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Well, I mean, I guess it's no secret you saw that the other one, Philia, seemed to have some magical abilities.
Sure. She'd ought to be a bit smarter about using those abilities around a place like this.
Yes, well, in her defense, she's not from around here, so she doesn't exactly know the consequences of it all.
Not from around here, you say? Where's she from?
Oh, somewhere else. She said once, but slipped my mind. Anyway, I am from around here, so I know exactly what happens. That's why I'm shit scared.
Ah, so you're saying that you've got a bit of magic in you?
Well, I don't know, really. I don't know how I did it, or what happened, but I guess maybe.
Teak, thoughts? Your friend's having a crisis here.
Teak turns and looks at Cinder. And then she's just going to shrug for a second. Teak thinks sometime thing happen. There are many things Teak maybe not know or not know that Teak doesn't know. That was so fucking weird. Teak doesn't know many things. Teak just know what Teak do that day and what Teak do next.
Well, I'm sure hidden somewhere in that was a glorious message. But I don't know about you, Cinder, but I didn't quite catch a single damn word of it.
I think what Teek's trying to say is take every day as it comes. Keep moving forward.
Sure. I suppose. And what's your magic? What's your deal?
Well, I don't quite know yet. That's the thing.
Well, what have you done? Anything? Why you got this idea?
Well, I may have accidentally closed up some of Gustav's wounds earlier before your fight.
So you tried cheating?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't try cheating at all. It just happened.
Just happened, did it?
I didn't... I mean... It's a bit of a weird, strange situation. Ordinarily, if I knew I could do something like that, possibly I would try cheating. But I don't think I'd risk being exposed in a public place like that. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So, ergo's the accidental part. I mean, I was just... didn't want to see my friend hurt, and was just thinking about if there was some way to get him patched up without being noticed. Next thing I know, his fucking wounds are closing up.
So what you're saying is, you were trying to cheat, but you used the magic to cheat accidentally.
Right, exactly. But Gustav being Gustav wanted no part of it. So, we had to beat him back up.
That's a mite bit strange. You had to,
It was a little bit strange. I mean, I had to hit him a few times. He even hit himself right in the gut.
well, that's
It looked pretty painful.
that's quite awkward.
It was a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Robyn,
Yes, Teak? Is there something I can help you with?
can you tell stories of Susanna? What she like? You know, maybe without parents there. She your lady friend.
Stories of Susanna. Well, it's hard to explain exactly. But at the end of the day, Susanna's a bit different than the rest of her family. The rest of her family's might bit weird, to her at least. Not necessarily to other people, but it's always about fighting, winning, being the best, serving the Dracmorian Empire. You know, all those sorts of things. She's not very like that. She does enjoy helping people though, but she doesn't want to fight. You know what I mean?
Teak. Not know what you mean. But go on.
That was Teak. The way I can try and explain this as easily as possible is The reason why some people fight in this world is so that others don't have to. You know what I mean?
So, fighting for other people so they don't have to fight?
Exactly. That's why I fight. Other people don't have to fight if I do. Like Susanna. She can do what she wants to do. She's just a young girl looking to live her life. She's very sweet. Always looking to help people. Giving change to the homeless on the street. Taking pity on a poor soul like me.
So how she become your lady friend?
Well, there's one night where Susanna snuck out of her house, and I happened to find myself in the sparkling moon inn. And as I'm sure you already know, a bit of a drinker. So found Susanna there. We hit it off. Had ourselves a good night, got to know each other. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Teak will nod. Susanna sound nice. Teak hope we can find and help her.
Well, I hope so too. You know, I didn't have too many fears, but I'm a mite bit worried. They're trying to hunt me down and all these other things. She must really be missing. But I don't know where she is.
Teak, it is. If Susanna nice, why would someone want take her?
Well, she is a wyvern spear. She goes missing, someone takes her. Could probably get a mite bit of coin from the old wyvern spear family to have her back. Or maybe it's something else. You know, as decent as Farhelm can go, there's been a fair amount of missing people in the past few years.
Are they all like Susanna?
Not necessarily. They do tend to be on the younger side.
Young.
You mean like
How
some
young?
kind of human trafficking thing?
I rightly don't know what it is. They usually don't find them. But you know, Cairn's a fairly large place with lots of bogs and swamps around. It's not a hard place to hide a body. Or two or more.
Is there been anyone taken who as important as Susanna?
Not that I've seen. Susanna's the first of great import, I would say. Which leads me to believe that maybe they didn't know who Susanna was when they took her. Which worries me even more.
Well, then we need to find Susanna fast if no one else been found.
I agree. Now that I know everything that's going on, the faster we find her, the better. Don't rightly know where to start looking though. And I suppose
Well,
the,
do you
of this-
remember anyone else who'd been taken?
Not anyone I knew personally, just random people around town.
Do you know
Disappearing.
where they taken from? Maybe their pattern of place where people taken?
Seems like it could be from anywhere.
Okay, well, Teak should try get Susanna's smell. That helped Teak. And then we go look for more clues. Teak not know where, but maybe we find something.
Sure. Well, it's as good a place to start as any. Never thought anything much of people gone missing till something like this happens, you understand. Once it's someone you know, it's a completely different story. And of course,
Teak understand. Teak
one in the
not
city
even
was
know
really too
people can
bothered.
go see.
Well, good. Glad you understand. How about you, Cinder? Gonna be able to focus up for long enough to try and figure this thing out?
Oh, I think so.
Good. Just don't focus too hard on my coin pouch.
I think your coin pouch there was a little bit too heavy to lift now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I do know what you mean.
Maybe when it lightens
I'll
up,
be keeping an eye
I'll
on
give it
that.
a go. I give him a wink.
Yeah, he kind of gives you a little bit of a dirty look. Alright, well, we're almost there. And, we'll take a break there, since we're halfway through the session. About
I'll
five,
be right back.
10-minute break.
Alright, be right back. Hello, friends. I return.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you.
Welcome back.
Are we just waiting for Patrick and Zion or what?
No, I'm here.
Patrick's here, but I don't think Satan.
Oh. Darn, Patrick's here.
Peels Bedman.
Anybody got any big plans for the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Your theater thing?
Not I'm not going to rehearsal tonight. Instead, I'm going to celebrate two of my friends' birthdays, and so we're going out to sushi.
Wow. You just ditch out on rehearsal. Some
I mean,
commitment.
they know about it.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah, it was like, hey, my friend's birthday is coming up. Do you mind if I take this day off rehearsal? And they were like, yeah, sure.
We're like, hey, you fucks. I'm not coming in.
Yeah, I called and I was like, I'm sick. Rehearsal.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have like a custom cake and everything just like sitting in the fridge, like, and then I'm gonna try to sneak to the sushi place early so I can hide everything, and then
Nice. What's your favorite sushi?
I don't really know the name. It's actually an all-you-can-eat sushi place, which sounds suspicious. They actually do hand roll it. Like, it's expensive, but they hand make sushi. I would have to say I'm really basic. I like this one called Tropical because it has like mango and shit in it, and I'm like a
Tropical.
Ew, mango sushi? Are you dumb?
The way to go
you
is
just
a
don't
tiger
have
sushi
refined
roll.
taste.
I don't know if I've ever heard of a tropical roll.
Yeah, and it has like I'm pretty sure it has like mango and something, and it has some type of fruit with the fish, and it's so good.
It sounds pretty good. My favorite type
Yeah.
of sushi is eel.
Wait,
Ooh.
what? Evil?
Eel.
Eel.
Eel, you fuck.
My favorite type of sushi is evil.
Eel is great.
You should try the tiger roll. It's my favorite.
Get
What's
your...
in the tiger roll?
It's an eel and salmon top that's been blaze torched. So like the salmon's a little brown on the edges, but it's still raw in the middle. And then it has tempura shrimp. It has the crunchy stuff and the eel sauce.
Wow, that sounds pretty
That
good.
is like the most bougie.
Yeah, bougie for sure. You can tell it's Patrick's favorite. Easily. I
have sophisticated tastes.
Caterpillar rolls just like avocado and eel sauce, pretty much.
Yeah, but I do like just like tuna on top of rice. It's so good.
Yeah, it's hard to beat fresh tuna. All right, I guess we'll jump back into it. So, Robyn, Teak, and Gustavo, and Cinder have made their way to the Sparkling Moon Inn. Meanwhile, Gustavo, Philia, and Eric have returned to the Iron Candle Tavern. What are your guys' plans once you're there?
I'm gonna find Erda and ask him to see if I can check the damage.
Okay, what's everybody else? Philia, Gustav, are you guys just like planning on going to sleep for the night, or are you guys gonna stay up, or?
Crash and rest my weary bones.
Okay, so you pretty much go full on zombie style and just go and crash. Philia.
Philia's gonna we're gonna right before we sleep, I'm gonna train Pip. We're gonna try to train Pip so he can do more complex tasks than just fetch things.
Okay. What we got here? Okay. What are you trying to train Yield Pip to do?
The one in which he can work. the task thing. So, like...
The one in which he can work the task thing, of course.
Yes.
How could I be so naive? Shall I pull up the list of things?
Yes, please.
Like Rihanna's work. Work.
Are you suggesting that Pip is going to be throwing his ass in a circle?
That's what it sounds like he suggested.
No, he's not learning how to fight. He's learning how to do things like open doors.
No, we're not talking about fighting. We're talking about Pip's gonna be twerking.
Oh. Pip already knows how to, like, fight. It's fine. He already dances.
Is gonna teach Pip how to twerk, and it's gonna be great. Okay. Let's see here. Teach an animal a trick. You got a big list here. I'll have to send this to you at some point, but there's one that's literally called work. The animal pulls or pushes a medium or heavy load. Is that what you're trying to teach Pip to do?
I remember I wanted Pip to, like, open doors and stuff, and you said he wasn't trained enough to do that, so I want him to be able to, like, go over human stuffs. Learn to use the humans.
Okay, well, that might take a little bit more time than one night, but if you want to start in the small sections of teaching him how to push and pull objects.
Yeah, he can push and pull doors.
Okay, well, maybe if the handle's already unlocked, then yeah, he could maybe push it open. I don't know, he's a small duck. Okay, so you spend the night working with Pip. You keep putting, like, heavy things in front of him and getting him to push it with his body and move it out of the way. So that'll pretty much be your night. And I mean, essentially, to have Pip fully learn this trick, it's going to take you like a week worth of training him to have him fully learn. So if you want to mark down somewhere on your sheet that you've done one night of training with old Pip to start learning these tricks, then you can do that, and we'll keep track of that.
Sounds good.
For when Pip learns it. Eric, on the other hand, has approached Erder at the bar, who looks down from his little step stool at Eric.
Hey, Edda.
Why, hello there. What can I get for you?
I was just curious if I could check on how, the damages are going. The repair, at least.
You mean the floorboard I had to repair after you put a hole through it?
Yeah,
What do you want to see it for?
I just want to see what made the hole.
Well, you should know. You did it.
That's just it, Edda. I don't know.
Fine. I'll let you in the back.
You're kind as always.
But you'd best be on your best behavior.
I promise to be on my best behavior.
No more holes in meat. Meat Aaron.
I definitely agree.
Alright, so he, hops down off of his little step stool and moves over to the back door and opens it up and kind of waves you in.
He'll follow it.
Yeah, you're back in, the familiar room where you see the, brooms and mops and things like that. That little side room in there.
Can you see, they replaced the whole floorboard, but can, Eric guess what he saw to, assume where the hole was or used to be?
Sure, make me a perception check. I mean, you know it's in this general area, but you're having a hard time pinpointing the exact floorboard where the hole was made.
He's gonna look over at him like, Ada, you wouldn't happen to remember where the hole was, do you?
If only the Allfather had wiped this from my memory. But alas, I'm not that fortunate. I believe it was this one. And he walks over and points towards a floorboard in the ceiling.
Eric will try and see where the bullet would have ended, and then where Erda's pointed, and then just look around. Did anything fall out? Nothing?
Fall out? Don't rightly know. I mean, feel free to look around the room and see if there's anything strange, but I didn't have that hard of a look.
Okay. Eric will just start looking around.
Okay. Yeah, and Erder kind of leaves you back there, and as he's walking out, he's like, "May the Allfather bless you.
Likewise, Lord Erda.
It's quite obvious you need it." He walks through
Eric
the
will
door.
laugh.
So, I mean, you spend a good 20 minutes or so looking through this area until eventually you come upon a sack of grains or something like that. And you see there's a hole in it with some grains seeping out.
Eric will poke his finger through the hole and see if there's anything inside.
You feel around a bit, moving through the grain, and eventually your hands land upon this kind of metallic ball. It's firm.
So pull it out.
Yeah, you see just this little spherical, kind of dented, not perfect, round little ball.
He's gonna look kind of confused, so it wasn't magic.
Yeah.
Try and bite it.
And you put it in your mouth and you try and bite it, and doesn't really budge or anything. You now have lead poisoning.
Damn it, I'm dying. He'll go back to where Erda was. Thanks, Erda.
Why, of course.
You don't need any help while I'm here, do you?
I don't think so, not tonight. It's a relatively slow night.
Okay. Guess I'll head to bed then. See you in the morning, Erda.
It just gives you a little nod. And you're off to bed, I suppose.
Yeah, he'll go up and go back to the room and stare at this little weird thing, put it in his pocket, and then go to bed.
Okay. So after a relatively busy day and night, you all find yourselves asleep at the Iron Candle Tavern. Are you and Gustav in your room together, I guess? And
Yeah.
Philly is by herself. Makes sense. Teak, Cinder, and Robyn, you guys enter into this kind of fanciful tavern ahead of you guys, the Sparkling Moon Inn. You can see this place is not too far from where you were. Kind of borders on the theater and military district. So it's in a little bit of a more classy, upscale neighborhood. And The building looks slightly different than some of the other buildings around. You can see there's like a lot of wood engravings and things like that, and there's a couple little candles lighting the outside, and the sign over the door is just a big old crescent moon with like a shimmer of light coming off of it, and you can see it like catches the moonlight and reflects off of it. But it's a relatively like quaint little space, and eventually you guys make your way inside, where you find it's not incredibly busy tonight. But the vibe is also quite a bit different than someplace like the Iron Candle. There's less people, but the people that are there are dressed a little bit more nicely, and they're drinking from a little bit nicer mugs and flasks and like cups and things like that. Kind of similar to the classier stuff you would see at a place like the Iron Candle. And inside, it's just like kind of this weird, like mossy, kind of overgrown. Everything's kind of just carved into wood, and it's very pretty. And you can see behind the counter is a relatively tall woman with long, flowing brown hair and brown eyes, extremely like smooth, perfect copper skin, and she's quite lean. She's got a few piercings in her ears that are like large crystals and things like that. And you can see she just holds herself relatively calmly. And she's behind the counter. Everyone else in this place is relatively quiet and just seems like they're enjoying themselves, having their own private conversations. And I think as you guys enter, Robyn kind of turns to you and says, "Well, this is it, the Sparkling Moon Inn. It's quite a nice place. Aloth is the bartender there, one of the only elves in the city. Rare sight. Hard to tell, but behind those long locks is a couple of pointy ears. Not too dissimilar from yours, Cinder."
Right. Fancy place here. What were you doing in a fancy place like this when you met Susanna?
Well, there's some special beverages that you can only find in classy establishments such as this. Especially with Aloth being an elf and all. You can find some fine elven liquor.
Oh. I don't think I've had some fine elven liquor before.
Yeah, it's a rare treat. Not very cheap, but sometimes it's worth it. Maybe you won a tournament, found yourselves in a bit of gold, and you end up here, where fate almost takes you there.
How much is room here?
The rooms aren't too bad. It's not anything horribly unreasonable. It's about 2 gold pieces a room, per person, I should say.
What did you say your name was again?
Pardon me. Her name.
The elven woman.
Aloth. Yeah, her name's Aloth.
Eloth.
Aelith.
Aelith.
You're having trouble understanding me there.
Aelith.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Alright.
You, Robyn, is it possible you can maybe request room you and Susanna maybe used to frequent?
Oh boy. Getting might personal there, aren't you, Teak?
Well, Teak, want to smell.
Oh, there, Teak. Please, calm down. Look, I'm afraid you'll have to get your own room tonight. I'm very flattered, but you're gonna have to get your own room.
Teak's confused. Teak don't need to sleep there. Teak just need to smell there.
Oh, Jesus. Cinder, could you help me out here? What the hell's going on?
Teak has a acute sense of smell. She might be able to get the scent of the lady. Help track her down.
I see. She might try and do a better job explaining things like that. Why she's always talking, it's strange. Don't you agree?
She hasn't had much interaction with the social aspect of life, I suppose.
Why are you going to be bringing her around a place like this if she's going to be saying weird things like that?
Oh, she'll be fine.
Whatever you say there.
I think we should stay together tonight, just in case.
Well, I'm not too fond of that idea.
Oh no, I insist.
Well, I insist that you stay separately from me. That's what I insist.
Oh, that's what you insist, huh?
That is what I insist. There's you and your quick hands, and then you got Teak, and I don't know if she's going to try and jump in the middle of the night or what. Just can't be having it.
Teak can sleep on the floor. Teak likes the floor.
Well, you're quite a dirty girl there, Teak, but I don't need to be hearing more about your floors and how much I like them. I get it. But, like I said, can't really trust the two of you.
Well,
Can we get rooms next to each other then?
I mean, I suppose you could. Just don't be trying to peep into my room, Teak.
Teak will not peep. Teak will listen.
Ah, see, that's not so much better. That's a little strange.
well, we're in a bit of a conundrum here. You see, you don't trust us and we don't trust you. So we're gonna have to come to some sort of agreement. Otherwise, we're all just gonna have to stay together.
What do you mean? Because what you just suggested to me is that either we come to some sort of agreement or we do your plan.
Right.
I'm inclined to disagree. We either come to some sort of agreement or we do my plan.
Well, I am inclined to disagree.
Well, I just spent the night in a tournament with my friend. If you are looking for a fight, I will not hesitate.
I'm not looking for a fight, but I am looking to not lose you in the middle of the night.
And what do you suggest then?
Well, I suggest that we find a room that is big enough, that has a few bedrooms in it.
A room
You
with
know,
rooms inside of it.
like a
In a
family
tavern.
room. That's right, like a family room. I'm sure a fine place like this has it somewhere.
Well, I can tell you this, the room that I stayed in with Susanna was surely no family room, so unless you're planning on renting a family room and another room, you are shite out of luck.
Well, we can always ask the fair lady what's available, and then go from there.
So be it. Why don't you go ask her about your family room? And I'll stay right here.
Oh, I will. I head over to the bar.
Teak stays next to Robyn.
Okay. Yeah, as you approach the bar, you can see this fairly young-looking elven woman. And as she turns towards you, her hair takes a second to catch up. It's so long and wavy and crazy. And she has a kind of serene, calm, smile without showing too much teeth or anything like that. Hello there, sir. How can I help you today?
Good evening, my lady. I was hoping to get a room for the three of us over there. I don't suppose you have something that's a bit more family? You know, like a room within a room type thing.
Would you be speaking about multiple rooms within a single room?
Exactly.
Behind lock and key?
Oh, most definitely.
I'm sure I could arrange something of that sort for you. It's just the three of you. Are you each looking to have your own room?
Oh, well, that depends. How much would one of these rooms cost?
For a room of that size with a shared space and all that, roughly 10 gold pieces.
Altogether, or
There's 10 gold pieces for the room.
10 gold for the room?
For you all.
Right, gotcha. Alright, that seems fair.
Well, okay then. If you'd like to give me the gold, I'd be glad to give you the room key and I can show you up there.
I hand over the gold.
Okay, yeah, she takes the gold and doesn't even really count it and puts it into a coin pouch that she has on her. And you follow me this way, please, the three of you.
I motion to the other two to follow.
Yeah, Robert kind of staggers on behind you guys. Well, behind you, but Teek's following him, I guess.
Yeah, Teak follows Robyn as soon as Robyn goes.
But yeah, once this lady comes around from the bar and everything, you can see just how long her hair is. It goes down past her back. It's super crazy looking. And she kind of serenely escorts you guys upstairs to a large room in the middle of the hall and opens it up, and with inside there's a communal area with a hearth and some cooking utensils and lounging furniture and stuff like that. And it's not super well done, but there's one side of the room that's sectioned off into multiple bedrooms, and there's 4 rooms, it looks like, on the side.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, my lady.
Why, of course. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not for me. How about you two?
Teak. My name Teak.
Yeah, her name's Teak, but could I get some of your fine elvish ale up here before I go to sleep? I'll take a whole bottle. I know it's about, what is it, 20 gold pieces or something like that. And the woman gives Robyn a nod, and she's like, right away, sir. And she quickly leaves the room and closes the door behind you guys. But what?
No, it's okay. Teak lost her opportunity to speak. She'll just stand there.
Okay. Great. Which room is you guys gonna take? Which room's whose? What's the deal?
Oh, you'll be taking the room without a window, friend.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, we can't have you jumping out of a window in the middle of the night, can we?
Goodness. What a suspicious man.
Just a little bit.
You know I don't have to be here, right?
I mean, I suppose that's true. But still, I would prefer if you would not take the window, the room with the window.
Room with a window. Room with a window. Sure. I won't take the room with a window. Who's taking a room with a window?
Well, I don't really care.
What and I suggest none of us take the room with a window.
Well, I suppose that's fine with me.
Whatever we are. Great. And what was the two of you be doing for the rest of the night?
Well, I'll be sitting out here, and I will be contemplating some things. Maybe going over something planned for tomorrow. I don't know. What exactly are we doing tomorrow?
So you're asking me?
Teak want to see room where Susanna stay in.
Well, he already got us his room. What do you think I'm going to pay for another room?
Well, Teak can ask to just see it and not stay in it, right?
That's strange, don't you think?
Teak say she try find Susanna. Lady help Teak, right?
And your nose is as good as you pretended it is, eh? You really think this could help?
Teak think it can help. Teak never have to track someone like this before, but Teak have used smell to identify people and things and trees. So Teak think it one thing Teak can do. So Teak won't do it.
Fine, so be it. Suppose we ask her when she comes back with my elven ale. And Robyn just kind of uncomfortably stands there and like leans up against the wall, just somewhat impatiently waiting.
So what do you actually do around here, Robyn? I mean...
What kind of question is that?
Well, you said yourself that Susanna wasn't quite fond of what you were doing. So what exactly were you doing?
Just doing things here and there. No need to worry about it.
You mean like little odd jobs here and there, huh?
Yeah, just little things. Little things. Here and there.
Trying to survive on the streets? Something like that?
Yeah, it's not an easy time getting around in a city like this.
Right. I understand.
Sometimes you got to do things you aren't proud of.
That's fair. And just trying to gauge exactly the kind of person that I'm spending the night with. So forgive some of the questions, but what do you think of the new dawn?
You ask an awful lot of questions here, friend. Am I supposed to be spilling my heart out to you? You know, I don't know you.
Well, I thought that me opening up to you earlier was a bit of a signal that, we need to kind of get to know each other a little bit more.
You opened up to me? Well, you did say you're having weird feelings. Playing with a set of cards.
Well, no, I told you that I did something that I probably shouldn't have been done. Things
What,
that
it's
could...
cheating?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that could probably get me locked up, put away.
What the hell things are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Do you have the memory of a goldfish or something?
It's the memory of a goldfish, not the memory of a drinker.
I was telling you about magic, mate. Magic.
So what about the magic?
Oh gosh. Do you even know what you're talking about? Do you even know what day it is? Are you that drunk?
Well, yeah, of course I know what day it is.
I tell you what. Wait until that fine liquor gets back. I haven't tried any of it. Do you mind sharing some of it?
Not I'm not sharing it with you.
Well, you're not sharing it with me.
I'm not sharing it with you.
We're trying to get to know you. We're all friends
you're
here.
trying to, but you're asking all these questions, making accusations. You think I'm going to give you some of my fine elven ale?
I'm not making any accusations at all. I'm just trying to gauge exactly what you're on about.
So I'll give you something to gauge. You just wait for it.
Oh, I'll be waiting for the gauge.
Ah, the slime bastard.
And then just heads over to the hearth or whatever, and if it's not lit, he will try to get it lit or something.
Yeah, it's pretty much like at this moment that there's a little knock on the door, and Robyn goes to open the door. There's this very well crafted, finely whittled out of wood container for this ale, and it's got all sorts of elvish and earthly and woodland designs on it and stuff. It's pretty cool looking. And she hands it off to Robert. Thank you very much, sir. Teak, was there something you were looking to ask our fine hostess here?
Yeah, hi. Teak again. Teak want to know Teak know that lady regular here named Susanna.
And then the lady kind of perks up a little bit. She's like, "Oh yes, of course, Susanna, Lady Susanna. She's very welcome here."
She very nice lady from what Teak hear, but Teak also knows Susanna missing, and Teak trying to help find Susanna. So Teak want to know if Teak can investigate if their room that Susanna have used many time, if Teak may investigate, because Susanna missing and many people gone missing and they not come back.
Lady Susanna's missing? Oh, my goodness. For how long?
Teak not remember, but longer than she usually go missing, because Teak know she sometimes go missing for a bit and parents not worry because she just do it, but she been missing for longer than that, so parents worried.
My goodness. Well, of course, if you need to see that room, I would be glad to show you.
Yes, Teak would like to see now, and Teak not take too long, Teak promise.
Whatever you need. This way.
Teak will turn around and she'll look at Cinder, look at Robyn.
Give Teak the thumbs up.
Then Teak will just nod and then walk out of the room and follow her.
Okay. Yeah, you follow her out of the room, and it's just a couple doors down, and she leads you into another room. It's very finely decorated, like elven silk sheets and things like that, and it's quite nice. Everything's beautiful woodwork and all that stuff, and like the moldings on the ceilings are all like vines and leaves and everything. Very beautiful room. But at the moment it's empty. There's no one in there.
How often Lady Susanna stay here?
Every month or so, it's a few times a month.
When last time you see her?
Oh goodness, about a month ago, I think.
Teek's gonna nod, and then say, "Do you clean room often?"
Yes, I kind of try and keep a very tidy inn.
Okay, Teek's gonna nod, and then she's gonna go into the room because now she knows she might not pick up a scent, but she's still gonna try. So she's gonna kind of go through the room, and at first she's gonna look for she's gonna look throughout drawers and see if she can find anything. Maybe Susanna left something from one of her stays there or something like that. And then she's gonna probably sniff where Susanna would have been, like where her scent would be. So like maybe the pillows, the sheets, that kind of thing.
Yeah, roll me your survival check and we'll see how well you do. It's pretty good. You don't really find any like physical objects of Susanna's, but you do pick up like a familiar scent from Susanna, like a kind of partial, like something that was kind of lingering within all of the perfumes and stuff like that, a more natural scent.
Okay, is it strong enough that I could possibly identify it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could
into the same thing.
Yeah, I think you could identify, like, you rolled well enough that you could probably tell it's related to Susanna at the very least.
Okay. After this, Teek will nod, making sure she doesn't touch any of the fine silks or anything with her claws, and then she's going to leave the room, and then she's going to look at the lady and just say, "Thank you."
The lady like nods and does a little bit of a curtsy, and she's like, "Please, if you require anything else to help you find Susanna, just let me know."
Thank you. Teek, hope we find her soon. And then Teek is gonna
I hope so too.
Shuffle. She's gonna start awkwardly shuffling back to her room. She doesn't know how to. They left her alone with a person of clearly high class. So she's gonna awkwardly shuffle away.
Gives you like a little bit of a look, but then quietly heads back downstairs. I mean, when you return, you probably just find, I guess, Cinder moping. I don't know what he's doing.
He's just down by the fire.
Okay. Yeah, and then Robyn's just kind of Robyn's just like kind of a little bit of an attitude, just like in the corner drinking straight from his elven ale bottle. But yeah, as you enter the room again, Teek, Robyn kind of turns to you and says, "Did you find anything? Anything interesting or useful information?"
Teek not really find anything Susanna may leave, but Teek did manage to finally smell Susanna more clearly without perfumes everywhere. So Teek know what Susanna smell like now. So maybe if we go other places where Susanna may be taken from, maybe Teek can smell to see if she there recently. And I think that may be a good point to start with. Tomorrow?
Well, can you follow the scent or anything now, or anything we can do now?
Sadly, Teak don't think so. Ladies say Susanna not be here for a month. So there are many scents. Teak do not think that Teak could follow Susanna trail, so to speak, but if you have any idea where Susanna may have gone or public place where Susanna may be taken from, Teak can maybe go there and smell and see if Susanna there recently. See if Teak can find her scent.
All right. Well, I'm sure I could think of a few places. But they'd all be closed by now, so I suppose there's not much else we can do until tomorrow.
So then Teak sleep.
All right, Teek's going to sleep. Cinder?
Teak's not even gonna pick a room. What she's gonna do is she's going to fall asleep on the floor right there. Take a room.
All right.
Oh, well. Do you want to share some of that wine?
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case.
Well.
You've not done right by me so far, friend. Expect me to be sharing this good stuff with you.
What do you
Maybe
mean
if you're
not
a
done
bit
by
nicer.
right by you?
You're just a little standoffish, a little rude.
Oh, I think not. I mean, nothing but pleasantries around here.
Pleasantries? You made me get in this stupid room with you because you couldn't trust me.
Right.
You call that pleasantries? Teak, even you'll have to be able to have a better idea of pleasantries than this.
Teak's asleep.
You think she's asleep already? It's only been a few seconds.
She's a tough sleeper.
Teak wakes up from her position on the floor and she looks between both of them. And she's not good at social things, but this is something where she feels like maybe it's better if she just doesn't speak, which she's pretty good at already.
Oh, I see. Trying to stay out of it, eh? Fine, I can't blame you. Well, which room will you be taking then, Cinder?
Oh, whichever room is left over. I don't really mind. I don't really care.
Oh, so it's okay if I take the one with the window then?
Well, anyone but that one.
Well, there's 4 rooms. There's always going to be some left over. Why don't you pick one?
No, I'll leave it to you. You take your room.
Ah, please, I insist. Pick a room.
No, I mean, I insist. I mean, I'm telling you. Oh, we've already agreed to not take the window room, so there you go. You know, that's any room.
Ah, please.
Please go ahead, take it.
Gentlemen, take your pick of a room.
Yeah, exactly. No, look, I tell you what. Yeah, I apologize. I've been a bit standoffish. Yeah, but it's all right. You know, choose your room. It's fine.
Oh, no, my friend. You're not going to be talking your way out of this one so easily. Now, please. Just
I
pick a
took
room.
my way out of nothing.
Either you pick a room, or I go get my own room. What you got to say about that?
Teak's eyes, from where she had been trying to sleep, they're just gonna like snap open. And then Teak is going to point at one room that doesn't have a window and say, Cinder here. And then she points at another room that doesn't have a window and she say, Robyn here. And then she goes and she lays back down. And she stares at them both.
I just look to Robyn.
Was that your room then?
Well, I guess that's your room then.
Great.
Good evening.
I'll be having a great night.
I'm sure you will. That full bottle, all to yourself.
Yeah, this ale. It's fantastic. Some of the best I've ever had.
I'm sure it is. 20 gold pieces. It better be good.
Yeah, it sure is. You're really missing out. As he's slowly backing towards his room.
Yeah, it's like Cinder just kind of like sidesteps in to his room, just like still watching. And then he'll kind of just wait until like Robyn goes in, and then he'll go in as well.
Yeah, Robyn goes into his room. And everybody's going to sleep, eh?
Yep, Teak is kind of in the I know what you say, but she's not too far from the door. She's like basically where she entered. She talked to Robyn and was kind of, I guess maybe behind Cinder if Cinder was at the fireplace, but she just passed out where she had stood. She just laid down where she did. She doesn't care for rooms.
Okay. Teak and Cinder, can you guys roll me perception checks, please?
I mean, I could roll a perception, but it ain't gonna be great.
How much gold do you guys currently have on you?
Cinder has 83.
Teak has 58.
Okay.
How much gold are we missing?
All of it. And you're dead.
Yeah.
All of it, and you're dead. You said 83 and how much?
Cinder has 83 gold. I have 58 gold.
Okay. Great. Okay. So, as the night goes on, Cinder, you find yourself sleeping calmly. You have a pretty good night's sleep.
Is there music playing?
It just stopped. Teak. You're sleeping out in the common area, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're sleeping, at some point during the night, you hear you hear the door to the room close somewhat quietly, and it like wakes you up a little bit because you're on your senses.
Okay, like the front door to the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Teak is going to immediately sniff the door to see if it's a scent she recognizes that went out the door, went out or either in, whichever one is the thing.
Okay. Roll me a survival check. There's a few different scents. There's Robyn, there's Cinder, and then there's a different scent that you don't necessarily know who it belongs to.
Is a different scent? Which one's the strongest, would you say? Is Teak able to discern that through the door?
Strongest might be hard for you to tell. Roll super high, but probably Robyn's scent is the strongest, mostly just because it's so pungent in general.
Okay. Well, I think
booze.
She's going to then open the door and follow. If she's perceiving Robyn's as the strongest, she's going to open and follow Robyn because that's what she's been doing. Not even necessarily out of suspicion, it's just what her job is, right? So she's going to follow him. If it's him, she's going to open the door and go out.
Yeah, you open the door and you go out. You don't see anyone there.
Okay, well then, she's going to walk like the general direction out, as if she's expecting to run into Robyn somewhere. Like, where she would suspect that Robyn would probably go. So whichever way she remembers is kind of like out towards the inn area and then out onto the street.
Yeah, you head like down into the inn and all of the lights are off and it's like empty and all that. It's pretty well like closed up at the inn. This place actually, like closes at some point. You don't see anyone downstairs.
Okay, if she doesn't, I think what's going to happen is she's going to go back up to the room, and then she's going to check the one she had assigned to Robyn. She's going to check the room she had assigned to Robyn.
Yeah, so you go to check this door, but it's locked.
Okay, I don't think Teak would know how to pick a lock. Teak is going to try to bust the door down.
Alright. Make me a strength check.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're giving it your all as you jam into this door, but it's not really budging.
Okay, then Teak is gonna go wake up Cinder.
Okay. Yeah, Cinder, you're kind of like almost half awake after you hear this large thud. And then after that, is your door locked too, Cinder, or you leave your door unlocked?
He probably would have left it unlocked.
Okay. Well, it was unlocked regardless now. I was just curious if you had locked it or not. So yeah, you go in and Cinder, you kind of like come to half consciousness as you find Teak standing there.
And then Teak is gonna kind of I don't think she has the wherewithal to really whisper, but she's gonna attempt to whisper because she's gonna try to be a little subtle. She's gonna say, Teak, her door close. Teak want check Robyn room, but Robyn room locked.
What do you mean heard the door close? The front door?
Yes, Teak sleeping in common area. Teak heard door close.
Oh. I get up. Head to Robyn's room. Try to open the door. Is it locked?
Alright, yeah. Pick lock? Yeah, it's locked.
Knock on the door. Robyn, you're in there.
You knock on the door without much response.
Okay. Try to pick the lock.
Alright, home slice. Let's see it.
What is this? Sleight of hand? Lock picking?
Yeah,
Something?
should be sleight of hand for lockpicking. I don't think there's another skill. Jesus.
Great.
How are you so bad?
I have no idea. Rolls are just so bad.
I mean, you have your tools in there and you feel like you've almost got it, but it's just not quite enough to cleanly pick the lock.
Can Teak stick in one of her claws and try to help?
Yeah, you might be able to, he has it close enough that you might be able to break the lock, but it's not going to be clean.
Okay, Teak will just break the lock. If she can. I don't know what that though.
Can I try again to pick the lock?
Sure. It's going to take you extra time, but,
Oh,
probably
okay.
okay, yeah. It's like 5 minutes of you noodling trying to get this lock open, and it's just not budging. You have it so close, but it's just it's not there.
What should Teak do to try to break the lock?
Make me another strength check.
Dear God, please.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, Cinder, you've got your lockpicking tools in there, and you're trying to finesse it, and then Teak just kind of starts jamming her nails in there and pushing your shit around, fucking with it. And eventually, you just hear a snap noise as the pick kind of the lock kind of snaps open.
Oh, great. Now we have to pay for a lock.
You sure do.
Thank you,
Teak
Teak.
doesn't pay attention to that and tries and pushes the door open.
Yeah, you barge in, and Robyn's not there.
Teak is gonna kind of.
All right, now you said you woke up. Did you smell anyone here?
Teak smell another scent, but it not familiar to Teak. So it not Susanna, but Teak not know who is.
Okay, let's follow the scent then.
Teak is gonna try. Teak doesn't know if she has the real ability to be able to actively track a scent. From this point, she's only ever tried to identify things by scent, but she'll try. She does have that. So that came from her at level 2. That came to her at level 2. So we'll see.
That's cool. Yeah. Half your level, so you get a +1 on your survival checks. To follow tracks. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That works.
So I guess they'll go to the inn, the dark inn, and she's just gonna kind of, after they go there, she's just gonna kind of be sniffing around, I guess, the entire room, see if she can pick up their scent.
Which scent are you trying to pick up? Just Robyn's?
Robyn's.
Sure. Roll me your survival check +1, I guess, to try and track Robyn.
I guess an 18.
Yeah, not bad. I'd say you pick up a faint smell, and it leads you to one of the windows of the tavern on the bottom floor.
Okay, Teak just climbs out of the window. Assuming it's open, right? Is it open?
It's closed now.
Damn. Can Teak open it?
Yeah, probably. You
Okay.
you reach to open it, and it kind of it takes a little bit of effort, but you manage to swing it open.
And then Teak will just go through the window. She's gonna follow where she thinks Robyn's going.
Okay. Cinder, are you following along?
Following along.
Cinder, you're pretty conscious of your coin purse. As you're climbing through this window, you probably notice there's a little less jingle in your coin purse.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna check how much less jingle there is.
You have 19 gold pieces and 9 silver pieces left.
Ouch. Cinder's gonna be looking for blood now.
The rat bastard.
What
Okay.
wrong?
Oh, our little friend has just done a number on us. Taking some of me coin. You get any of yours?
Did he take any of Teak's?
You look at your coin pouch and it seems to be mostly full. It seems to be all there.
Teak shakes her head. Teak think hers all here.
Lucky Teak.
Anyway, they're out. So what does the window lead to? Like an alley or what? Like a road?
Leads to the street.
Okay. I guess Teak... she's gonna drop to the street and she's gonna... Like... doesn't matter who
Yeah, like some sort of wild animal.
Yeah, like
Hound
literally
dog.
like... yeah, like... I guess literally like a hound dog's gonna be kind of like... maybe on all fours and like not even walking like a human, on all fours, leaning down and sniffing every once in a while to try to follow his scent.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've got to trail the scent. It's somewhat faint, and it's disappearing quickly, especially after the time that you guys took to try and like pick the lock and all that stuff. And you follow the scent as far as you can, and it takes you to the kind of outskirts of the theater district.
Okay, and then that's she.
Has there been any tracks? Like, while she's doing this, I'm gonna try and look for any tracks that kind of match the direction of where she's heading. And try and, like, see if I can find, like, match the scent to tracks.
Sure. You want to roll me a check? Survival check?
Survival? Okay.
There's lots of tracks on the street. Mud, shit like that. It's really hard to pick up any particular set.
Can Teak try to, if she's losing Robyn's scent, can she try to smell for the unfamiliar one to see if maybe that's even in this area?
Sure.
No.
You don't get any hint of the unfamiliar scent or anything like that.
Didn't Robyn, didn't someone say to Teak, remember Robyn run away with Susanna with prize money, right?
Uh-huh.
Where where were they gonna go? I think something was mentioned, but I can't remember.
I don't think anything was specifically mentioned.
Just that they were gonna run away together.
Yeah, maybe. If there was something specifically mentioned, doesn't seem like Teak remembers.
No. Teak is gonna scan the surrounding area for anything that may be open, like late at night, or someone who maybe had been out, even if it's someone like drunk or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people out on the streets. There's like some homeless people, like other drunkards and stuff like that, like wandering the streets.
Okay. Is there anyone that looks maybe like they have it more together, like they're not completely gone and drunk to shit?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few like relatively normal people out on the street. You catch a glimpse of like a dude who looks like he's like an adventurer. He's got like sword on his back, and like it looks like he may have had a few drinks, but he's not like 3 sheets to the wind or anything.
Okay, Teak will approach this man. I guess she's, she didn't get up. She's still on all fours. She's
Jesus.
Teak is just Teak. I can't. But she crawls up to this man on all fours.
Oh, Jesus! What the hell are you?
Name Teak. Teak looking for man. Dark hair. Nice face. Probably drink with someone else who walked by here. It may be in connection with missing person. So Teak would like help all she can get. Teak lost the scent, and that she's gonna sniff the floor, sadly.
Jesus. Can't say that I've seen anyone that fits that description.
Did you see any 2 people who walk through here? Maybe that way, and she's gonna point in kind of the general direction where the tracks had been going up until that point.
I don't think so. Are you okay? Sir, are you two doing alright?
Oh, I'm doing fine. For somebody that's just been robbed.
Your friend is crawling around on all fours.
Have you seen somebody or not?
The guy's like taken aback. He's like I said, I haven't seen anybody. I'm sorry.
I pull out the sword. Look, listen to me, fella. I don't know who you are. I don't know where they've gone. But I will find them. Do you understand me?
I suppose. Do you have a particular set of skills?
Where are they?
Where were the drugs going?
I don't know.
I know you've seen something.
I didn't see anything.
You saw them.
Not seen anyone. I don't know.
Teak, in the meanwhile, goes up to she's gonna find someone else and find them, and she's gonna crawl up to them on all fours.
Okay. I guess you find like a homeless lady or something who's like, to you she probably just looks like she's singing or something, but in reality she's like pretty much just insane, talking to herself or something.
Name Teak. Have you seen
Teak, what a beautiful name.
Did I get my spell slots back at all?
No.
Okay.
It's not been a long rest.
Teak looking for 2 people maybe walk by here.
Oh, there's always people walking around here.
Teak assumes so. However, two people Teak need to find. Teak can no longer smell. And then she's gonna be sniffing the floor.
Why only two? I've seen 5, 10 people.
Two people may be together. One drunk, nice face, dark hair, named Robyn.
Oh, you're in love. You're in love. What a beautiful thing. You're looking for the man of your life. He ran away with another woman. I understand. You ever consider that it could have anything to do with the fact that you crawl around on all fours?
Teak is gonna continue to sniff the ground. Did you
Where
see?
are you going? Don't leave. Don't leave.
Did you see? Please tell Teak. Teak need know. Teak think they may be involved in missing person case.
My goodness. Missing persons. I remember once I was a missing person. And everyone forgot about me.
Come on,
No
Teak.
need.
We're losing time here. Let's just
Don't
go
take
this
my
way.
friend! My friend Teak!
Shut up, old lady.
My goodness, you're so horrible!
Teak lets herself get dragged away, but she holds out one hand to the old lady and waves goodbye.
Goodbye, Teak! I'll never forget you.
Okay, we continue down that way that Teak was last scented the tracks.
Okay. I mean, you're moving down the street. There's not much going on. It's fairly empty. Eventually, you find yourselves, like, not too far from the Wyvern Spear estate.
Ah.
Teak is going to start sniffing, like periodically to see if she can catch on to them as they're, like, I guess, power walking through the district.
If we're finding ourselves not far from the Wyvern Spear estate, I want to see if we can swing by there, and then see if we can find Stablehand Man.
Okay. Teak, I mean, you're not really picking up any sense that you're looking for right now. You're having a tough time. But I think eventually Cinder kind of pulls you towards the Wyvern Spear estate. When you guys come upon it, there's still guards stationed there at all hours, but all of the lights are off. It looks like it's they're sleeping, settled down for the night.
Yeah, I want to talk to one of the guards. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
You may remember us from the other day. We came past. We were looking for the young lady of the house, Susanna.
Well, you think I'm stationed here 24 hours a day?
Alright, no need to be a smartass about it. What I'm trying to ask you is, where'd you last see the stable hand?
Stable hand, last time I saw him, he was in the stable.
And he didn't come out tonight?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Sleeps in the grounds like everyone else.
Did he leave the
I'm
estate?
so curious about the stable hand.
Need to ask him a few questions.
Well, sir, I'm afraid I don't even know who you are.
As I just mentioned, I'm working for the Wyvern Spears to bring back Susanna. I need to ask the stable hand a few questions.
Okay,
Now,
well,
if
if
you
that's...
are impeding on this mission here, there is a matter of importance. We are on a lead at the moment. Would be much obliged if you could please step aside so that we may enter into the estate. Please.
Sir, you are impeding upon my duties now. Now, if you just be reasonable, come back tomorrow morning. We can sort this whole thing out, but I'm afraid the Wyvern Spears are asleep. The estate is closed.
Well,
We don't need Wake Wyvern Spear, we just need to get to stable.
Look, I can't be letting random people into the Wyvern Spear estate while everyone's asleep. You have no identification, you have nothing to prove who you are. You come back tomorrow morning, we'll talk to the guard captain and get this all sorted out.
well, you
Susanna
see,
may be gone by then.
that's the thing, right? It's late at night. Now, how do you think the guard captain would take it if we were to go and fetch him right now, and bring him all the way back here late at night? Do you think that he would look fondly on you? I don't
Make
think
me
so.
an intimidation check, boss.
Intimidation.
He looks at you and he's like, look, I'm sure the captain wouldn't be pleased. But if you think about my side of it, how would the captain feel if you found out I let two random people into the estate and they murdered the Wyvern Spears, or stole, or something like that? Pretty sure he'd rather be woken up than have news like that coming to him. So if you would like, you could go wake up the guard captain and bring him over here.
Question, how tall are the walls of the gates surrounding the estate?
They're not like incredibly tall. They're probably about 12 feet. But then they have kind of like a wrought iron, like spikes on top of them.
Okay, Tiki's gonna attempt to sneak around the side and climb the wall.
Okay, so you kind of just start walking away.
Yeah,
All right.
no way.
Now you see, friend, like I said, I could do that. But even though you're being a bit difficult, I don't want to get you into trouble. So if you want, we can come to an agreement here. You can escort us to see the fella. How's that sound? We're not going to go slitting any throats or anything.
Look, I don't know where he is. I don't want to be barging into the Wyvern Spear estate and leaving this guard post unattended. I know it could be an emergency. Unless you can get me some sort of proof, I can't let you in. I have to come back in the morning. Your friend already understands. She left. May as well come back in the morning.
Oh, I'll be back in the morning. I'll be back with the captain of the guard, because I don't want to wake him during the night.
I understand.
Oh, I bet you do understand. But you understand more tomorrow. Just you worry about that.
Sir, please calm down.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm very calm at the moment. I'm just letting you know that tomorrow
I get
you-
it.
and this post are done. You're through. You're over.
Sir, it sounds like you're threatening me and I do not appreciate it.
Oh, no, that's not a threat. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm telling you the truth. I'll be leaving now.
Alright, sir, please.
Enjoy the rest of
good
your night. You understand? Enjoy it, because it'll be the last time you're there. In front of the gate. Farewell.
Well, alright, sir.
Enjoy it.
Sorry you feel that way. Teak, can you roll me a climbing check and a stealth check?
Yeah, Wow, that's not very stealthy, but let's see if she can climb. No, she
Even worse.
great.
Okay, Cinder, you're like walking away,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like as you're walking, you're like saying all this stuff to the guards. You just hear like, fucking someone like there's like this clanging noise as like Teak tries to jump up and grab onto like the wrought iron bars and like falls back down and like knocks some shit over. And the guard's just there like, hey, you stop right there.
Oh, come on. We're out of here. Let's go, Teak.
No.
No. You stay over there.
No, we're coming.
No, you stay. Just
He's
there.
like,
Let's go. Run, Teak, run.
So the guard's like walking towards you. And Cinder's trying to get him to just stop walking, apparently.
Yeah.
And then Cinder just yells, run, finally. Teak, you start running with Cinder?
Teak doesn't feel like she's doing anything wrong. She would only run if Cinder physically grabbed her.
Okay, Cinder, you start
But
booking it, and you see
If
Teak
he just yelled run and he ran, I would have just stayed there. Teak would have just stayed there.
Oh, he's grabbing
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay. You grab Teak. Teak, he's gonna start trying to pull you to get you to run. You're like down on the ground, I guess.
Yeah, Teak is down on the ground. And so I guess she gets up and she's just gonna be like, why we run?
Stop right there!
Come on, the gods are after us. Run. Get moving.
If they put Teak in jail, Teak just see head of the guard. Teak don't understand. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
The guard's pretty much catching up to you
Yeah,
guys
it's
right now.
like,
'Cause
I'm
you're
just
staying
pulling
there.
her.
Okay, you just start pulling her. Alright, Teak, are you gonna run or what? He's pulling you. He's pulling you and he's at the limit. He's about to start running.
I'm letting
without
go. I'm just running.
you. Yeah.
Okay, I think Teak just lets him let go and run away. She's confused. You didn't.
Okay.
This wasn't a proper explanation. Teak thought that we're.
Great. Alright, so like Cinder just starts sprinting, full sprint, and like he's like halfway through helping Teak back up, like trying to pull her, and she like falls back down to the ground. And the guard's like, "Oi! Get him! You stay right there!" He's talking to you, Teak.
Teak, stay here.
And the other guard pulls like a horn out of his back and is just like,
Dear God.
and
Nice.
yeah, Cinder. I guess you can make me a acrobatics check. Just see how well you're doing at trying to fucking escape these dudes.
Ah, finally
Pretty
rolled
good.
over a 10.
Yeah, you finally rolled decent. So yeah, I mean, Cinder just starts like full on sprinting. The other guard's farther behind. The one is watching you, Teak. And you know, like some other guards start appearing from like other places after a couple minutes, but kind of looks like Cinder got away. Teak, you're taken in.
Yeah, Teak is just gonna say, take Teak to Cassius, and she's gonna be compliant. They can like cuff her or whatever. I don't know the protocol.
If you're being compliant, they probably won't even cuff you. And I think, like, you know, as they're dealing with you, the guards is like, why would you go and do a stupid thing like that? Trying to climb over the Wyvern Spear's wall.
Teak had suspect. Well, maybe not suspect. Teak trusts them, but Robyn, Susanna's man friend, he was with Teak, but in the middle of the night he leave, and Teak need find Susanna, and Teak sent down to near Wyvern Spear House, so Teak just needed to smell.
Alright then. Interesting. Suppose we'll sort this out in the morning with Cassius. Take her away, boys. Lock her up. They'll treat you right. Hopefully, if you're who you say you are, things will work out. Although I don't know why your friend decided to run away then.
Teak don't know either.
A stupid thing to try and sneak in while we're here, though.
Teak just needed... Teak, there was no time. Teak don't know how much time Susanna have left.
Well, I understand. Tomorrow, you find Cassius, you come back here, and you can look what you're looking for.
Teak will just nod and then compliantly follow whichever guards are taking her away.
Yeah, and as you're being taken away, you can hear. We're looking for a half-orc male, about 6 foot, dark green
Jesus
skin,
Christ.
long black hair. You find him, take him straight to the courthouse. His friend will be there. And yeah, you're taken away to the courthouse for the night.
Just like Destrian used to be.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Destrian. Cinder, you escaped the Popo, the 5-0.
Excellent.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the Iron Candle
Okay.
to muster the others.
Alright, so are you sneaking through the streets of the city, or?
Probably not sneaking. I mean,
Trying to keep a low profile.
yeah. I mean, once I got out of running distance range or eyesight, I probably just would have I don't know, just tried to well, actually I probably just would have sprint there the whole way, or tried to go as fast as I could.
Yeah, I mean, you make your way through the city, kind of running through the alleyways, trying to vanish, and eventually you make your way to the Iron Candle Tavern.
Head up to the room.
Okay. Guess you wouldn't have your own key, and I imagine the door's probably locked.
Knock on the door.
Okay. Gustav, Eric, you guys get a... at night.
I'll get it. Go over to the door and open it up.
There's Cinder. He's all sweaty. His hair's all drenched in sweat, and he's kind of out of breath. Just look like he's running.
Bloody hell, what's wrong?
I'm gonna kill the rat bastard. Do you understand me?
Alright, ooh.
Our good friend Robyn. That's who.
What'd he do?
Who's at the door, Gustav?
Cinder, something's up.
Well, he
Oh,
took
okay,
off
get
during
up.
the night. And took off with most of me coin purse too.
Bloody hell. Really thought he was on our side. Must have been playing us from the start.
Well, it seems like it. We found, Teak was hot on the trail. And she lost it. We noticed that we were close to the Wyvern Spear's house, so we decided to go check it out. Unfortunately, there was a guard there who's a bit of an asshole. Wouldn't let us in to do our investigative work. Teak being Teak, tried to climb over the fence, and then, well, when the guard caught her, was not so compliant to let us leave. Teak being Teak also wasn't so compliant to run away, probably not understanding what the severity of the situation was.
So, the guards have her then?
Correct. I mean, I'm sure that in the morning the captain will go down there and let her out or whatever, but she's locked up for the night. So, we don't have much time, I figure. If our old friend Robyn was gonna hightail it out of town, I think by tomorrow he'll be long gone.
Right, I imagine so. Without
So
Teak,
we need to
though,
think, and we need to think fast. Robyn seems like a bit of a sketchy fella. That much is clear.
You know what? We're gonna have to go get the guard captain.
What could he do?
Let these guys into the Wyvern estate.
And then what?
Well, that's the other thing. There was a big horn that was blown. Guards all around there, pretty much aware of what's going on. Also would say that anybody else that was around there that was hiding would probably also be aware of what's going on. Or at least know that something's up.
I mean, I think they got away. I mean, that Ashen Conclave fella said he was planning on leaving with Susanna. He was lying to us before. I imagine that Robyn just took her and left, right?
Well, that's what I would think. I mean, it's not so long ago, it hasn't been that long. We could probably still catch them, but we need to know at least where they're going. Or at
And how
least
do we
where to
find
start
that?
looking. That's what I'm not sure about.
Time to run through the streets yelling.
I don't know how useful that would be.
We just need more eyes to keep an eye out for Susanna and Robyn.
I mean, we could tell the guard captain what we think's going on, tell the Wyvern Spears what we think's going on, but I don't think our skill set's able to do this sort of thing. We had our chance. I messed up. We lost.
We can't give up. We have to keep trying until we're, until we actually have lost.
And why can't we give up? Yeah? Why get ourselves into even more trouble?
We're in the right. We're not getting in trouble.
Teak's in jail, Eric.
And in the morning, when they realize they've made a mistake, they'll free her.
Right. Let's just be honest.
I'm still gonna go. You can sit here. We're gonna go get Philia.
Go.
Go to the other room.
Go where, Eric? I'll start, following him.
Well, our best bet is to get Teak out first. So we have to go wake up the guard captain. He'll knock on Philia's door.
I think if we do that, then we're just gonna waste time. We either do something now or we don't do anything.
And what is that something? The only reason we even met Robyn was because we lucked into finding out about the tournament from Londa. The way I say it, we're back to square one. Only Robyn now knows our faces, what we're capable of, and that we're looking for him.
Well, Robyn knows nothing about what we're capable of, believe me.
I mean, he knows a bit.
I think our best bet is to get Teak out of jail and search the Wyvern Spear estate if the scent goes there.
By the way, Philia, Robyn got away, Teek's in jail, we're wondering what to do.
Julia's still sleepy, she doesn't know what's happening.
I don't think she's listening.
What's the closest gate to exit the city from the Wyvern Spears?
There's like a western gate. There's like one main gate per each district of the city.
Well,
I can just fly in if we need to.
Flying where, Philia?
When someone talking about we need to go somewhere, it's late.
Right, I think I'll go make sure Teek's okay, right? But I don't know if there's anything we can do at this point other than just running in some random direction and hoping we find him.
well, if you were trying to leave the city, you'd have to leave through a gate, right?
Well, think about it. If they are on the Wyvern Spear estate and they heard this huge horn, maybe they're a little bit hesitant about leaving the city if everyone's on alert. They don't know what the horn's for.
I mean, yeah, but that's a very generous assumption, don't you think?
It's just something we should keep in check. But I still think that one of us needs to go wake the guard captain, and we need to get Teek out of that jail so she can smell out where we need to go.
But she lost the trail, right, Cinder?
And we searched the Wyvern Spear estate.
Why would they even go to the Wyvern Spear estate? Robyn said himself it's the last place we would have gone.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the first place we should check since he's been lying to us.
But why would they go there? I don't understand.
If that's where the lead took Teek, then we have to go there.
Maybe she just wanted to get all her stuff before they left.
Well, it didn't exactly take us to the Wyvern Spear estate.
Where did it take you?
Well, it took us to somewhere in the street that was close by the Wyvern Spear estate.
Okay. I say someone has to go wake the guard captain and go free Teek, and the rest of us should go to wherever that lead ended and go search that area.
This what you all want?
Well, I honestly don't know anymore.
Seems like we have 4 different opinions on what we should do.
Just humor me for this evening. Just keep trying until we finally know that Susanna's gone.
I mean, how would we even confirm that?
Drake's just gonna shrug. Well, I guess I'll go wake the guard captain if you guys aren't gonna join me.
I can come along. As Philia's gonna put on a fearsome guise so she does not look like she has eye bags.
Can you do that all the time, Philia? Make yourself look like whatever you want?
Only 7 times a day, sadly.
Well, that's awfully specific. I would like to go as they see if Teek's okay. That much I can agree with.
How about this? If we need the guard captain to make sure Teek's okay, you two go to the guard captain and I'll take Cinder to wherever they lost the lead. Or Cinder will take me.
Alright, well, should we meet you then?
Well, it's probably best that I go to the guard captain. It's likely that every guard in the city or around that area is probably looking for me anyway. not going to get much done.
Fine, we'll all go to the guard captain. Let's hurry.
Well, let me just grab my stuff.
Eric will pick up Pip for Philia.
Lilia's not gonna be wanted to pick up. She's tired and she can walk by herself.
He's picking up Pip
Why is Pip being picked up?
because he's a dog. You think he
Pip
can
can go into one of Philia's crevices on her wings. It's fine.
God damn it! Let's just hurry up.
How big
Alright.
are these
Philia and her
crevices?
First, she has like this weird hollow fused hive on her back, and now she just has random crevices.
Her wings are
Wing
bushes.
crevices.
Her wings are bushes. She can prod. There's holes in bushes. She can just like just.
Just a bag of
She's
holding.
an
Let's go.
ecosystem.
These wings don't sound very aerodynamic.
Quiet, they're magical wings.
Well, it sounds like the team has their plan, and they're gonna head over to see
Sleep
the
over at
captain of-
Cassia's.
Yeah, see the captain of the guard, and that's what we'll pick up next week.
Sorry, fam.
Good session, everybody.
Jesus.